Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action-Packed Tales of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. We want to give you a thank you to tuning into our stream tonight, and also mention that we have some updates in terms of the music and everything. So you may have noticed that prior to the stream, things changed a little bit on the overlay. We're now using Riot Games music since it's free, and I'm a huge fan of their music and games. Well, game singular, because I really only play League. But I'm sure the other one's great too. But during the stream and everything, we still will be using Arc and Forge's music for in-game stuff, for combat and atmospheric things and all that nature. But big thank you to Riot Games for allowing creators to use their music without any sort of real having to pay for anything, which is awesome. Of course, we have to give them props, which I'm doing now. And I also updated our About It section, so it's in there too. And you can also see which pieces of music we're using in the Now Playing section. That's going to be in the bottom right corner of our overlay. That all being said, let's go ahead and go out to the table. As you'll notice, unfortunately, Emily is not with us in person tonight, but she is in the in our Discord stuff for chatting. Let me turn you up since you were a little lower. So there we go.
Hi, hello.
Heyo.
And with that, everybody else is here in person. Emily, I hope your jaw's doing better, and hopefully your wisdom stat did not fall down too low.
Wisdom stat.
Boy, I sure hope not. It's not very high anyway.
So we'll go ahead and get into the recap as I send out some tweets that I forgot to send out earlier. So, anybody want to talk about what happened last time?
I beat up a bug person. And gave him brain damage.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, a little bit of the damage.
Rainier's interrogation tactics were reinforced that they need work.
Yeah,
That
stabbing
more-
things in faces is not how you get answers.
Yeah, more than 2 questions answered is helpful.
No one else was stepping up.
Stepping up to stab it in the face, or
Well, I'm sorry, my character's having a crisis at the moment.
Also, you were the only one that could understand what it was saying.
Yeah.
True.
And you were like, that's overrated.
nobody else stepping up to speak to this thing that can't speak back to. Yeah.
So I did forget about that. So I appreciate that throwing it in my face like it. Okay.
We noticed that they have a hive mind. We went down into the tunnels. It seems like it was like a forward defense bunker thing, and not the main tunnels. We ambushed a poor group of 5. They didn't last.
That's where I beat up one of them.
You choked one of them. Smashed the other one
Gallagher style.
while holding his friend hostage.
Right. Just this limp body just getting drug everywhere.
I found out that they're freaked out about the upstairs, which is an ancient elven land that Ward is very fond of. It brings back great memories.
We found out Ward's a racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ward is not a racist. I want to go on record.
How would you know? You don't know.
Right, I don't
Maybe
know.
you were.
I don't know. How would they know?
You were reprogrammed.
If only it were that easy.
I'm saying. I'm saying.
We very poorly solved a puzzle of how to turn on a pet or activate a pet.
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
Oh,
Are we doing phrasing? I feel like we should do phrasing.
excuse the baby talk for a second when my son's watching the stream. Hi, bubbies.
Oh.
Hi, buddy. What do you do?
You're excused. No, that's awesome. And hey, Mare.
Oh my god, hi Silas! Sorry it took me so long to come off mute. I think it's adorable that you came to watch us.
Yeah, my sister's got him for the night, and she watches the stream whenever we
Oh, right
do the
on.
thing. And so he sees me on the screen, and he's like, "Why isn't Daddy talking to me?" And he's
Oh.
like yelling at the screen, "Daddy, Daddy!"
Soon he'll be sitting at the table.
Soon,
Yeah.
one day.
All right. I think that pretty much covers the recap, unless I'm missing anything else from anyone that wants to mention it.
Yeah, I know you guys activated the thingy after the puzzle. Previously, fought the bugs, escaped the bug lair.
I guess we found out the real hive was, I think, to the south.
Yeah.
It was
Spires.
towering into the sky.
He was very vague, but he was like, "It's that way," you know.
I feel like spires reaching for the sky in a forest should be easy to find, theoretically.
You would say this with such confidence.
Can't see the forest through the trees.
Can never be sure.
Yeah. So that leaves us where we're at. What are we doing?
Yeah. So, as the party, as you mentioned, awakened an ancient elven guardian, rising up a collection of both rock and tree limbs, and just moss kind of all gathered together. It rose with this towering presence, some 12 feet tall, as it stood in front of you with this blue pulsing gem in its forehead. And it stood and just kind of looked over everyone.
Come with me, my pretty.
Is that what you say?
Nope, because I don't speak Elvish.
Okay.
Does this thing remind us at all of the frozen sentinel that we were fighting with Rochelle?
It does not, no.
Okay.
Its body composition, whilst similar in size, is different.
Okay.
Well, both composition and then also its form.
Gotcha.
But Daruk, you look around, and as everyone's kind of standing there kind of stunned as this thing just expectantly looks at everyone, you notice you don't see Ward around.
Oh.
It ain't him.
It ain't him.
Are you Ward? No.
Wait, Ward evolved?
Or
Did we-
like a Pokemon.
We left him sitting against a tree or something, I think. He was with Tom.
Yes.
Did we just leave him back where we were camped?
Yes. I think.
Okay. I will try to go back and find him if I can.
Oh, no, he was following us semi-mindlessly.
That's right. That's right.
He was never heard from again.
Meet my new character.
I'll yell.
It's the Elven Guardian.
Right.
Right. I'll yell. Ward, where are you? Can you hear me?
You'll get no response, but if you pay close enough attention, you'll kind of see Tong's head like pop up out of the grass. You know, you'll see Tong pop
Okay.
up in the general direction where you left him.
I'll head toward the tall grass, even though I know it. Wild Pokemon will pop out.
Yeah.
Right.
Wild Tonks appears. So,
So yeah,
You
you
walk-
head over there.
you walk back, and you see this sight of Ward moving his arms rather quickly in front of what looks like what was kind of one of those covered stone walls, now torn free from the plant matter that had just fully encompassed it. Ward moving quickly and then pauses for a moment. Moving his arms quickly, I should say.
Are you okay, Ward?
Ward will kind of come back to his senses and pop up, and he won't try to address you, but he'll speak to you, and he'll be like, Daruk, and you can tell there's some emotion in his voice. He's like, I have no idea what this means. I don't know why I drew this, but I feel like this is very important to me. And well, yeah, we'll get into it. You'll kind of notice if you look at the wall that he was at. He drew with like charcoal and stuff and chalk from the art shops that we got in the city. He drew a thing on the wall. It looks like this.
Which I think stream actually has a pretty
Okay.
good view of that.
Oh, we're
Funny
just like that.
Yeah. If you want to hold it up a little higher. Yeah, it's good.
I'm assuming that's probably Elvish, which I can't read.
Yeah. Who amongst us can read Elvish?
Who can read? I can't read.
Selected to
I can
lead.
read it, says Rin, who's very clearly there.
Right. I would have probably called to the group and been like, hey guys, Ward's over here. He drew something on the wall.
What you got there, Ward?
You all head over?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear heavy. As this large construct follows you as well.
I assume we will not be stealthy for the rest of our trip through these woods.
You may not be.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. You're huge, but you're super stealthy.
I mean, you guys can go. That's fine.
Invisible.
Oh, we haven't made that one yet. It's good.
That's inspiration.
Okay. Yeah. So if you look at the portrait, you'll see 3 Elvish words. One above the tower, which is Idhelos, which Rin, you would know is the Elvish word for dread. Below the little girl, you'll see Thel, which stands for purpose. And below the man, you'll see Talat, which stands for failure.
So the dude failed the girl.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
He dreaded failing his purpose.
And his purpose was protecting the kid. Are we playing The Last of Us?
Wait,
No spoilers. I've never played through that game. I just finished watching the series, so chill.
Dude, I've never played it either. I just know it from memes.
Okay.
do the Kritzar make clicking sounds?
They do.
And they don't have eyesight?
They have eyesight.
They have a hive mind.
It's true.
Just saying, parallels.
Yeah, Ward's just, he's kind of, you get the sense that he's very sad, and he's just like, I just don't know what it means. And then and his hands are covered in charcoal and chalk, and he just drops all the rest of the materials, like he doesn't even care about them anymore. And he turns around and he says, we should be going. We shouldn't dwell here.
So this was one of those places where the plant matter was kind of like over a building, right? So is this like a wall? or-
Kind of like a dilapidated building, no longer in existence. The only thing that's left is probably like a wall. If you want to picture it like the Mayan jungle, how it used to be great cities, now it's just overgrown and nothingness.
Charming.
Lovely real estate.
It's free real estate.
Get out of my head.
A lot of open properties here, tell you much.
Yeah, dirt cheap prices.
Rin, do you relay what the words meant or no?
Yeah, I would tell you guys.
Okay.
And then I would also say, get your elvish sign chairs now.
Rin and Daruk, you actually notice that with what Ward's been saying, there's more personality to his voice than you've heard in the couple months you've been traveling together. There's much more emotion to it.
Right, because before it was always the straight robot monotone, wasn't it? Right.
Yeah, just very, like almost one word answers, sometimes maybe more, but not by much. But yeah, Ward will kind of like move past people, and then he notices the giant thing. Just kind of taken by it, like, whoa, like, when did this happen?
Here, look at his friend.
Is it friendly?
Yeah.
You see, just kind of looking over everyone. Did you see a picture of it?
No.
Okay. Pull that up here shortly.
I imagine it's some giant, rocky, viney, sylvan thing.
Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Does it understand primordial?
You can try talking to it if you want to. Or do you speak primordial, I guess is the other question. Okay. Just kind of looks at everyone.
Rock, gravel, gravel.
And what do you say?
Do you understand me?
You see it like turn over towards you. Just lets out this grumble.
Do you speak?
Just kind of looks around. location and it doesn't.
Well, it understands primordial. Oh, you see that? He knows what I said. Primordial.
Cool. I don't speak that.
Yeah, I know. But I do.
Ward will pop up and say, I wonder what other languages it understands, and I'll say it in Elvish.
Kind of gives you a nod.
Okay. Ward, very analytical, will say to it in Elvish, follow me, and then he'll raise his right hand.
You see it just kind of look at your hand. It almost locks onto it.
Okay. And then I'll move it this way.
Just tracks it.
Well, we know it speaks Elvish. Could use some tidying up, though.
You see it look, and it has these, like, it has basically one arm that's like this massive maul, and another one's just like a three-fingered kind of, you know, claw arm almost, yeah. You see it kind of scratch off some of the moss from its rocks and just rips it off and throws it to the ground.
Well, that's interesting.
And takes
take off its clothes.
another chunk of it.
It's disrobing.
You can stop now in Elvish, obviously.
See it pause and then
Yeah.
goes back to just kind of the standing state.
What should we do with this?
Are you sentient?
What languages are you, or what language are you speaking?
I say it in common.
Common.
I know that in Orcish.
He kind of looks at you and then just kind of looks over. As you get the impression it just kind of glazed past you.
Banana shake.
Can I ask if it understands deep speech and deep speech?
It just keeps on looking.
Well, I mean, we gotta go attack some spires, and I figure those are probably gonna be guarded. Considering
I
how
was
it's-
only asking if it's sentient because I feel like maybe that gem is controlling a sentient being, which seems not great.
Right.
Would I know how? I wouldn't really know how constructs work beyond that. The normal.
Yeah, not really.
That would be
would,
player
'cause it
knowledge,
makes
not
it
character.
What are you trying to find out?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Arcane.
Like, is this some kind of elemental that's being controlled, or is it like a construct, or is it like, yeah, I don't know.
I would not know.
Can I roll to see if it's a construct or if it's something other?
Yeah. Which, yeah, it'd be, actually for you, go ahead and make a history check. Well, do an intelligence check first.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, TikTok. I was watching Star Wars stuff. Alright, what do we got here? Int modifier is +3.
So a flat roll plus int.
Flat roll. Plus
Yeah, so
okay.
d20 plus intelligence.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. I got a 9.
9? Okay. Go ahead and make your history, Arcana, either one.
Arcana. Ooh, that's not great either. 11.
11. I'm going to say do your history with constructs. You're familiar that there's a variety of different materials you could use to create a construct. It's really just kind of magical arcane bindings over some sort of material that then gives it some sort of limited, not sentience, but like a life essence almost. Not fully soul, or not a full soul, not necessarily even an intelligent creature. This one though appears to be made of naturally occurring materials. So, being that it is ancient, it does appear to be a construct, just made with living material.
Okay.
Well, partially living material. Obviously, the rock isn't exactly living.
So yeah, I'll kind of relay that and be like, I'm almost positive this is a construct, and it is following our commands when spoken in languages it understands. Elven being one, and what was the other one? Primordial being the other.
Alright. As long as we're not, bringing a sentient being to its doom against its will, I'm cool with bringing him along.
of
Purpose.
I will ask it in Elven. Are there any other friends of these woods that you could lead us to?
You see it pause and think for a moment. You see it kind of look around, kind of at the area around you that it's all mostly ruins. It looks... You feel like it doesn't know how to answer you.
And sensing that, I'll be like, if you know, just point the direction and follow us as we search.
Kind of gives you a nod, but no vocalization or no...
Okay. There's your vocalization
I know,
right there,
right?
buddy.
It's random dogs running through the forest, man.
You're right. Could you imagine Ling just in the background?
The rabbit run out that way?
Yeah. All right. So since it's not leading us anywhere, I'm gonna assume that it's unaware of its own allies, if there are any at all.
Fair assumption.
Yeah. Rin, any thoughts?
I will just kind of look at him and go, protect in Elvish.
Kind of looks over towards you, gives you a nod. Groan. Grumble.
Moan.
I think he's a good one to have on hand.
Making our way downtown.
Do we think he's actually gonna make it out of this town, or is he gonna get leashed?
There's only one way to find out.
I love your MMO terminology. But I mean, what else would you call it, honestly?
Tethered?
Yeah.
He's tethered to this area.
Yeah.
I mean, you're holding aggro, so that's fine.
Right.
I don't know how. it
Shouldn't be. Rogue tanks aren't a thing anymore, man.
Man, no
True.
dodge
Stop running
tanks.
ahead and pulling aggro from everything.
Just evasion tank.
Yeah,
it, you're
I
fine.
need a. I'm gonna need an evasion skill, please.
Oh, yeah.
A misdirect.
Yeah, tricks of the trade.
Should have
please.
actually played a rogue then at that point.
I almost did. I thought it'd be a little too obvious.
Yeah, right.
What?
Honestly, unless I look at your character portrait and read what classes you are, I assume by your picture and the description in my head that you're a rogue.
That's reasonable.
A rogue that just cuts himself.
Right. I am my own monster.
Ultimate sad boy.
And you are the Lord of Edges.
So what are we gonna do? What was our forgive but purpose? Where were we going?
Well,
Heading to the spire, right? To the hive?
Spire.
Or are we searching for a dragon in the woods? We're in.
Yes.
Whichever we find first, I guess.
Yep, pretty much, yep.
Alright.
I will look up at the sentinel, the rocket guy,
Hmm.
and be like, do you know if there are dragons here?
you see it look over and gives you a nod.
Oh.
Where?
You see it look over to the west and just kind of takes its 3-claw arm and kind of points out that way.
I have a direction.
So should we prioritize this as a group, Emily?
It's a tough call because it's like, if we go fight a dragon, well, I don't know if we'll have to fight it, but while a hag knows we're around, we're liable to fight both.
I'm just gonna pull this out and be like, "This make dragon, no problem."
I know,
What
but
is this that you're pulling
Can
out?
Big as my
if
sword.
we take
Oh.
Rock Boy, who's the only one that knows who the dragon is, into a fight against the hag, and then he gets
That's also
dismantled,
Facts.
then I have no direction.
Facts.
That's a good point.
Bowl boys? Bowl brothers? Can't melt those.
I'll look up at him and I go, can you draw a map?
You see it got a gives it this nod. You see it just like take one big knee to the ground. You hear the heavy sound of
jeez.
it. And you see it start to just claw its, dig into the ground with its claw and start drawing this kind of really rudimentary just like layout of the forest. You see him point with the big maul to you, Rin, first, and then points down to what looks like basically just this like large stretch of kind of uncarved land. But then he points back to you again and makes this kind of little flappy movement with his claw, and then takes his claw and carves it deep into the earth, heading westward, until he gets to this kind of what looks almost like a ridge that he carved into on what would be where your westerly direction would be. And then he puts this one small X really close to the ridge, almost right in line with it.
Okay, I'll ask it. Is the dragon a friend or foe? Wakanda forever if it's an enemy, and one claw thumb up if it's a friend.
You see it raise up its arms and
Wakanda
makes an X.
forever. Okay.
Alright, so it is not friendly.
Have we ever met a friendly dragon?
Can I cross-reference?
one.
Hello.
Yeah, Ren's like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Can I cross-reference its rudimentary map with the maps that I drew from the library?
Sure, yeah. Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
And then Ren, you can make a history check too, with advantage.
Tony, I completely expected you to say that the golem just carved an arrow pointing west.
Oh yeah, right. It's over here. Yeah.
19?
19?
Yeah, consummate.
Consummate.
What'd you get,
remember
Ren?
that.
I got 14.
Okay. Ren, you get to see, or you kind of look at this very rudimentary kind of map / drawing that it created. You kind of see some of those similarities with the one that you had found from the Hag's Den way back in the day.
Uh-huh.
Way back.
You know, when you'd fought Ingrid?
Yeah, still carrying it around. I whip it out.
Yeah. You start to like kind of piece the two pieces
whip it
together.
out now.
Whoa, time and place.
You kind of piece together, and you can see that there's some rough similarities between the two of them. Ward, you actually make the same connections with the things that you had drawn as well, and kind of piece together through your research in the library.
Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, I'll kind of buddy up next to Ren and kind of point at his drawn map and where I think we are and where I think that is, and yeah, I'll tell them all like I think we have a heading.
Sorry, just in case. Okay.
So, according to this, I cannot visually picture this in my head, but could you reasonably say that our characters have an idea of where this dragon might be?
Yes. You have a decent idea that it's about. It's a slightly on the northern side of. Oh man, I forgot the name of the ridge. I name everything in my world, so you're gonna have to forgive me that I don't remember everything off the top of my head. But
How dare you?
I know.
It's because everything has a purpose.
Paros, yeah. So it is on the northern side of the Paros mountain range, near where the woods are. So you're not very far from it. Probably a few days' travel.
Awesome. I feel better.
So,
Now that we know that information, do we go straight to the dragon, or do we go deal with the hag in the tower? Because we, should we survive the tower, we have a map to where we need to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'd really like this hag to not be a problem. One problem at a time, guys,
Right.
I feel. As much as I want to just make a beeline there. I don't think he's going anywhere.
you.
He's been there for eons.
There's a very surprised Rainier standing there. And then a very eager Rainier. Let's go.
And
Said-
back.
I learned haste for a reason.
Oh, right.
Stabby. Stabby.
In that order.
Yeah, no, when I think reasonably we can expect that if the dragon is still there after since the last time this guy was woken up, they're probably going to be there for a bit. And I'd rather only fight one enemy at a time. And right now there's only one that knows that we're coming for it, and that would be the hag. So
right.
I will turn to the sentinel. What are we officially calling it? We should name it.
Rocky.
Dobby.
No.
It's
No.
very apt.
Rocky.
I also
No.
like Rocky. I kind of like Rocky.
Okay, we're leaning Rocky. I'll turn to Rocky, or I'll turn to it and be like, Construct, we're going to designate you as Rocky. When you hear us call out Rocky, will you follow our commands? Confirmed. Rocky, will you follow us to the tower and aid us in battle?
You see, kind of look outward.
Looking for a tower? Okay. Rocky, we're heading to a tower. Can you follow us and protect us? Very good.
Did you call him Rocky in Elvish? Or
Yeah,
Rocky
well,
in
obviously. I mean, that's the only way he's going to get it. Well, I mean, or primordial. Which, that's funny. I dropped primordial. I picked up Elvish. I didn't need to.
Oh shit!
It's all right. It makes more sense.
It does. Because you hate them.
Yeah. Oven time, boys. Okay, don't get me started. What are we doing, guys? I gotta get off of what I just said.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This is good. This, it's entertaining.
No.
I'm just gonna start walking.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
So, y'all start making your way down south, and you know,
Everyone.
I know I have to. So, as you begin walking southward, stealth is thrown to the wind, I assume, unless people want to stealth ahead.
I immediately looked to Pat. What are you gonna do, Pat? You gonna tiptoe through the tulips?
I mean, we don't have any idea how far south this enclave is, right?
And we don't know if there's anything there.
Nah, bitch, we coming for you. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna stealth for 3 days.
But yeah, 3 days. Oh, do we even have a heading on where the tower is?
We also have a
You have
giant
a
gold
heading, but not
behind us,
a
so
distance.
Like,
So,
at best,
yeah.
2 or 3 of us will be stealth, but they're gonna know we're coming.
Ooh,
Exactly.
All
That's
right.
the fun part.
Ren, I'm only saying this the one time. It's not not permission. Do you want to fly up high and see if you can see these towers?
Hell yeah.
Cast Death Ward on Rin.
Okay.
Smart man.
I was gonna do it anyway, but this seems like the appropriate time.
Well, you got your broom license reinstated?
Alright. I'll fly up a little bit above the tree line to see if I can see the spires.
Okay. So, as you fly above the tree line, breaking through, it's probably close to about 4 or 5 o'clock now. So you're losing a little bit of daylight. So visibility is becoming a bit more of an issue. Go ahead and make a perception check at advantage, and we'll see if see what you can see.
What
That
do
would
you
be
see?
19.
19. So even with the visibility starting to fade, you still have enough as it is, in the later afternoon, but still very early evening, that you have enough visibility to probably see for several miles. Being above the tree line, you've got visibility. So as you kind of look towards the horizon where you can start to eventually see, lose vision, you do see that there are, as far as you can make out, what look almost like tiny mountains. You can see these just really sorry, mountains are inaccurate. Spires.
Plateaus.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like they're not they're sharp, pointy structures. So towers, spires, sticking. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, sticking out of the forest. Given your distance, you'd estimate. Well, you know what? You have to make a survival check to see if you can estimate how long the travel's going to take.
Tell her.
Yep.
I'm the best at those. Oh, for 20. Oh, I'm sorry. I scared the cat. For 23.
Okay. Having traveled across a good amount of Tatia now at this point, you're getting a bit better about judging distances, especially with you probably having been the one to fly up and then fly back down to kind of guess as to, okay, how far away is it going to be, guys? You're probably a good 2 or 3 days travel in the forest to get to that point. Probably closer on the 2.
And is that, what direction is it in?
South. From where you're currently at, it's southeast.
So the complete opposite direction of the dragon.
Well, not complete opposite, but definitely not in the same direction by any means. Yeah.
Right. Sure, because of course it would be.
It
No,
would
that
be.
makes sense. Okay. And then do I see anything else? Anything? Are the trees moving? Is there something big blocking our path? A huge clearing? Any danger signs?
We'll keep the perception check. The one thing you notice is that outside of probably a good another maybe mile or 2, as best you can guess, of this kind of dense, lush forest area, eventually you get back to that kind of slightly rotted, leaves missing, almost a permanent fall-like state of the forest. And you can see that becoming more and more common and frequent, almost entirely in the area to your immediate south. So whereas this one place was dense, lush forest, you realize that probably after maybe 15 minutes, half an hour, you'll be back to the kind of area you were previously traveling in. But no clearings, no real piece of the forest of the Torrentine Woods sticking out to you than any other.
Does any of it indicate like any kind of origin point for the deadness, like that Necronomicon cult laid a curse on the land or something, and is that where we're headed?
Like, what are you looking for? Like a center point where the rot spreads from, or
Epicenter.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. From what you could see, it starts to get a little harder for you to notice what's beyond those spires, as it's kind of pretty much at the end of your field of vision. But it, from looking where you were previously at, even beyond this kind of refuge within the forest, you do notice that there was more foliage north from where you're currently at. So if there is a center point, you're moving in that direction.
It's in that direction. Okay. Okay. Sorry, that sounded loud.
You're fine.
I'll fly back down.
Okay. So you rejoin the group.
Hey guys. So we want to go that way. And I point in the direction of the spires. I resist the temptation to be cheeky and point them in the direction of the dragon. Looks like there's about 15 minutes walk away from where we are in that direction. We'll get into that gross dead forest again. I could see the spires off in the distance for like about 2 or 3 days of walking to do before we get there, but it definitely seems like the center of all of this destruction is also in that direction. So, that's cheerful.
Sorry, this was the start of the day when you actually activated the golem, or the guardian rather. Because I forgot, you guys had finished your long rest, and that's when you investigated it. You resisted the urge to really get too far into this area until after everyone woke up. Remember that now. So this actually would be closer to the morning time when you had done that, which your field of vision would then be pretty close to the same, probably extended a little bit beyond, but same information effectively.
Okay. So do we want to travel the rest of this day and wait at night and take a rest, or do we want to go a day and a half and then rest?
I
Yeah, I mean, we have to stop to rest at some point, don't
We
we?
can figure that out. We don't decide that now. We can figure that out later.
Okay.
Let's see.
So let's go until we can't.
Let's see what the day brings.
Okay.
We may not be left with a decision on one way or the other.
Well, then Ward with Tonkin Toe starts marching.
Are you saying a dragon might chase us into the spire for safety?
Sure.
I'm doing it.
Or, you know, we might run into something and decide that after dealing with it, it's a good time to rest.
That seems likely in these woods.
I probably wouldn't overextend ourselves because that's probably gonna end poorly. Also, I'm just gonna double time march. Let's go.
Okay. You go with a fast march.
Let's hit it.
All right.
I'm down. I mean, like I said, we got
I
a
would-
giant golem. I'm not stealthing anywhere, so
Rin, you should ride on its back.
Yeah. I'll do that.
You've upgraded the broom to a giant construct.
Right.
I didn't upgrade. I'm just, giving the broom a break.
Hey.
How big is his hand? Can I, fit in his hand?
I would say with relative ease.
So does it do
It's
this,
like the size of
gorilla
like a
thing?
chair that he could basically hold you in it.
Perfect.
Well, Rin, I guess it's time to rock and roll.
Oh.
You already got advantage.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's
doing
pretty
it for funsies
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
are you sure you don't want to ride the mall and sing "I Came In Like a Wrecking Ball"?
Ooh, that's a good one too. Until he actually swings it, and you're like, oh god!
Right. Let me off.
Smashes you into the enemy. Yeah. And then
I don't
just
know. I
a
feel
red
like I could just, start playing But
You know, they say Rolling Stone guys, no moss.
Yeah. So, as the party makes a forced march, not like in the variety of someone driving you guys through, but your own will to get to the enemy. As you charge through the forest, you do make a bit more noise, but you're able to cover a bit more distance. So, could I have 3 of you, whomever you want, to make perception checks as you're moving through the forest?
I'll do.
I'm doing this one.
Should we leave it to the druid guys since it's your home away from home? You don't have to. I'm just asking. I will.
Plus 6.
Now,
I will.
you're still
always.
dealing with some stuff.
Yeah.
Survival check then?
Perception.
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 That's it. I have no issue doing it. I'm just.
I
I
got
can do perception. It's plus 5.
Oh, I'm on your page, Ward. I was like, what the hell?
These aren't my stats.
I was making sure that I was gonna ask if you leveled up, but you did.
Yeah, he reminded me. I did forget.
19?
I also got 19
Okay. That was the total for both of you guys?
total.
Okay. So, as
Totes.
you're all moving pretty hurriedly through the forest, one thing you note is that as you've been moving through it, both of you catch that you're being watched. You both hear the hum of what sound like these just heavy, buzzing wings, almost helicopter-like in sound, with their, but they have that kind of insectoid hum to them.
Like the really fast.
Yes, but just deeper in tone.
What is that? What is that? Is it Fortunate Son? That's just what I'm imagining.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's like the quintessential.
Oh, okay,
Viet-
yeah.
Vietnam.
Okay, never mind. Yep.
Water in your path?
Right. Yep. Okay, I got it now. Yeah. So yeah, not I guess like one of those big ass helicopters. So, as you're walking through though, both of you hear that and you kind of try and trace it to look up, and you see that a decent distance from you, probably a good 100, 200, or 100, 150 feet beyond where you're at, there are a pair of these large insectoid winged creatures flying above the treetops in line with you. They're not moving towards you at all, but they're both just kind of keeping an eye on you. And you see them occasionally kind of like dip away and get lost beyond the foliage before you hear them kind of come back and then move away again.
fireball, and
I mean, Firebolt would possibly hit them.
How
far out are they? How far out are they?
They're moving between like 100 and 250 feet away, but then that's their closest point before they just kind of move away again.
And you said they're above the tree lines or within the tree lines?
They're kind of like weaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll shoot a Eldritch Blast at one of them when they get in within 100 feet.
Okay.
Because it's 120 feet range.
Yep. Go ahead and make the attack roll.
25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Jesus.
Roll damage if you like. Are you sending all 3 shots off or just one?
Just one. Just
Okay.
like a warning.
Yeah, sure.
But if I hit it, I hit it.
I could order it.
Good.
14.
Okay. So, as you see that, and you kind of like look as you see one of them getting closer, you get a better view of it. Best way to describe it is imagine a giant earwig. These were those creatures. And as they're flying, they have these huge beetle-like wings that erupt out from their carapace that then are flapping, keeping them elevated in the air. As they're flying about quite rapidly, their giant or their giant pincers that hang off of their lower torso are actually flying behind them, kind of getting dragged as they're flying around really quickly. They get pretty difficult to hit, but with the good attack roll that you had, kind of pace as one kind of gets closer again, you fire off an Eldritch Bolt and you see it strike it as you hear this large echoing screech come through the forest. It then peels back and flies up through the trees, and you can hear fly away. As you look to see the other one, it leaves too.
That should buy us some space.
Yeah, whatever you did
I just
deterred
put my
them.
crossbow back in my bag that you didn't even really know that I had.
I forgot we gave you one of those.
All right.
You want to make me roll for it, or or am I allowed to have an aha moment?
Probably not for that.
So I can have my aha moment.
Well,
So Ward would have probably noticed that from the bugs that we fought at the cabin, they were unrelenting. Even if you hit them, they kept coming.
oh right.
These, however, took off. Are they not under mind control?
I mean, I thought we knew that. Okay, didn't want to do that anyway. I thought we knew that, or was it one of the things that I had remembered because I know about them that while they're controlled from a central location, or we know that they're controlled from a central location, they're probably sent as scouts. I thought it was one of the things that I rolled with a history and then knowing about them. I can't remember what we specifically said about that.
It wasn't that.
He's like, I don't remember what it was, but
Yeah.
it wasn't that.
I thought it was that we knew they were controlled in a central location. Maybe
There was something about them being a hive mind. I know that much.
yeah.
Right.
Because I had it in my notes.
So yeah, from what you could recall and researched, you know that the Kritzar are like that, but that they employ many different types of insects in their hives for different
Oh,
purposes.
so they're not all crits. I thought they were all versions of Kritzars.
There are different versions, but these creatures anatomically very different.
Okay, that's
I wonder
my
if they
bad.
Just raise them and train them or something like.
Like mounts and
horses.
stuff.
Yeah.
Attack dogs.
Right.
I pet that dog.
This would
So-
be good.
Yeah, and from what you saw, these were very different creatures from the Kritzar that you had encountered before.
Okay.
Actually, could I have Rainier, you make a perception check.
Just tell him no.
Or don't. Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, just scroll. I don't. You know, I don't know
With
what.
my eyes closed.
Nah.
And my
Right.
ears closed.
Oh, that is a nat 20. So
Okay.
that is a 25.
So, as it was flying through the trees, it was kind of difficult to see, but you were keeping an eye, and as you mentioned, you had your crossbow out. You're like, all right, I'm going to get one of these bastards. And seeing it fly through, you realize this is actually one of the creatures you saw from your dream.
Oh.
These were one of the dozens of bugs that were pooling out from the ceiling, but a lot bigger than what you remember.
I'm probably
So the dream ones were like football size, and these were like minivan size.
The dream ones were probably closer to somewhere around like the size of like a big candy bar almost or something.
Oh,
But these ones were closer to the size of like a small car. Yeah,
Like
or
a beetle.
V-dub.
Yeah. True. Well, the core body, yes. Sorry, the tail actually adds more to it. So like a station wagon.
Okay.
Got junk in the trunk.
I mean, I'm just gonna kind of shudder. Not like just like a. No.
Don't like that.
Just I'm not gonna say anything
Okay.
because
Yeah.
dreams aren't real.
So we didn't stop to deal with this. We just, in March, he just turned around and was like, zip, zip. Blah, blah, blah. Bang, bang.
All right. So.
I must be like, those are definitely some of her minions.
Keeping tabs on us, I'm sure. They fear our approach. Press on.
So we know that they know that we're coming.
Yeah.
But
That's
we
fine.
know that they know that we know that they know.
Yeah.
We know that we know they're coming.
What do we know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Could I have Daruk, Vidir, and Dorgiran make wisdom saving throws on that one?
What?
I'll make a wisdom save on my own.
Okay.
16.
Oh, and I guess actually, if you're within feet of people, that may.
Is anybody
change
standing next to me?
Why?
We're all grouped together.
Is anybody within 10 feet of me?
That's the big question. Yeah, if you're within 10 feet.
I guess it depends on the marching order, but yeah.
I know I was up front.
And you guys don't have to be like in a harsh like march directly, but you are moving through the forest. So like if you wanted more of a wide pattern or more of a cluster or a line, it's up to you guys.
I was thinking like a semicircle.
I mean, I'll be off to the side, kind of slinking through the woods.
Okay.
Well, anybody that's within 10 feet of me gets +4 to their saves.
Why? What?
I'll be within 10 feet.
I'm a
I'll
paladin.
gladly be if I have the
Then
choice. So,
that's totally fine.
So
Yep.
20 total for me.
Okay.
Yep.
12.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Cool. All right. You guys got a little lost in that, but you're fine. Dorgiran, you're like.
Does he get hit in the, he just, a branch?
Just like I have the plant in my mouth. This is
Yeah. There you go. Am I actually feeling this now?
That don't make no. No, he has a point.
So, as the better part of a day passes for your travel, you make a lot of really great distance, actually. Given that you're in more of the forced march, you basically moved at what would be like the 1.5 speed versus 1 versus 75 if you go to stealth. If you were to make camp tonight, what's up?
Do we have to make like exhaustion checks if we're marching that fast?
No. If you're doing forced march beyond 1 day, then yes.
So if we do it again tomorrow?
Yes, if you do that again tomorrow, then you would. But you now would reach there within, a full day's worth of travel. So you're under that, probably closer to about midday. Best guesses you have. So, would you want to make camp for the evening?
I mean, I guess probably look for some sort of sheltered sheltered area.
We build a lean-to.
Big ass lean too.
Or get one of your goo trees.
You don't suppose Rocky can be like a transformer and change into like a shelter, huh?
I don't really want to be inside of him in case he decides to transform again.
I was gonna say
Right.
for all 7 of us?
That reminds
Like he's
probably
big, he's
not.
huge. He could be a hut.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What?
He could probably summon Earth around himself. And
I've been watching too much Ted Lasso. I'm just thinking of the chants.
what is it?
The show Ted Lasso, they have like all the player chants. Just
Oh,
one of
okay.
those came to mind. He's big.
Bro, I
He's
thought you
huge.
ripped.
He is our house. Y'all motherfuckers in your candy. God damn.
They got sweet tooths.
I mean, it's right there. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
I
Not.
went to the
I can't
grocery
resist.
store. Yeah, I knew that we play D&D, so I got candy for all of us.
And that's why Emily is at home with wisdom tooth problem.
That's It's all your fault.
I'll accept that.
What's the closest bag?
He's
Yeah.
trying to kill us in
So-
real life too.
We'll start
With
setting
love.
up camp. Yeah.
Diabetes.
Start setting up camp
Okay. So,
with our limited camping supplies.
yeah, so did anybody... somebody had a question about Rocky.
No, it wasn't a real serious question.
Oh, okay.
I was bullshitting asking if he could transform into a hut.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Balboa.
Then he
Yeah,
cannot.
Mr. Balboa.
The Omen's very large hut.
Mhm.
Large, heavy hut.
So,
I will again take first watch into second watch and get my 4-hour rest at the end.
okay. In fact, actually, Rocky does not sleep. So, you guys just have the long rest for free. I mean, it's he can keep an eye on things.
And you'll hear him if he attacks something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rocky, do you want to roll a stealth check?
Right.
But he doesn't speak. How will we know?
Is his dex like -5?
Not -5. No.
4?
Not that either. It's not even a negative.
What? He's a swift boy.
Oh,
He's not swift. He's just not
He's a
a
nimble rock.
rock. Yes.
That was a very quick correction.
Yeah.
He was ready for us to get carried away.
Yeah.
He's just not very charismatic.
Very true.
I assume probably the wisdom isn't very high.
He's a little stiff.
No, that's high.
Or is it the intelligence? One of them.
Standard.
That constitution.
I'll
looks
spend
Same as wisdom.
about a half hour of my watch inspecting Rocky and just going over him and seeing what he's made of.
Has he done a montage yet?
Rock.
It's gonna take a montage.
You seem just. I'm like, fuck, if I got hit by one of those now.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna search his person for like any like elvish carvings or writing or anything like that.
Okay. So as
Check his functionality as well.
sure.
You
Arcana,
doctor.
investigation, either one of those
Kinda.
would be fine.
Artificer, constructs.
No.
I could clean his cogs and his sprockets. He don't have any, but I mean,
Right.
if he's got a branch stuck in a joint or something, I
Yeah.
can probably spot it and clean it up.
Fix his twigs and his pebbles.
Yeah, fix his twig and his pebbles.
Got some termites in here. I gotta get that out of there, man. So yeah, go ahead and make either investigation or Arcana check.
Arcana, it is 12 plus 7, so 19. 19.
Okay. You kind of go over his form, and there's something about it that you almost feel familiar with. It's hard to pinpoint exactly, but like, there's something about it you can like you see design elements to his physicality that like just rings with you.
Are they typical of construct, not technology, but design, or are they atypical of construct design?
Atypical for contemporary construct designs, but there's something about it that just feels familiar to you. You can't
Okay.
quite shake it, or place it necessarily. But you do see that, yes, there are these tiny kind of like elven runes written on almost each one of the individual rocks that make up his entire body, in addition to the some carved into the large tree stumps that make up his legs and arm.
Okay.
So you recognize that, yes, these things are kind of bound together to create Rocky. In addition to that, though, you do see that some of these elven runes actually overlap with Sylvan, which you're not, I don't think, proficient in, but something about it you kind of like recognize. It's almost like ancient elven, effectively.
Okay.
Is it druidic?
I'm proficient in Sylvan.
You're sleeping.
Doesn't, yeah. Which Ward does not speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if those organs are druidic. You're sleeping.
I will bust out the old booklet and copy them down
Okay.
as best as I
I
can.
was wondering if you
Just
were
as.
Sure.
Never
You
know when
can
they might
Tell me, I
come in
can
handy.
probably
You sleep
read
person.
it.
sleeping. You can do both.
Yeah, I mean, if I think to later, definitely. It probably wouldn't be like a thing that would trigger inside of Ward to be like, oh, this is a priority. I have to show someone. I'm just copying them down because anybody who wants to see them can look at them. You know,
sure.
but I'm keeping them for, you know, personal records because I like to record things.
Yeah.
Who knows? I might later on we might see some similar symbols, and I'd be like, I think I know those, and then oh, here they are. Something to do with Rocky.
Definitely a distant cousin.
Right.
So, anything else for the long rest that anybody wants to do?
Sleep.
Sleep is good.
Sleep well, my
preferably.
friends.
Yeah.
Who takes over my watch when I go to sleep for the last 4 hours? Is it just
said
Rocky,
we-
or is anybody else gonna get
it's,
up? You guys trust the construct that much that you just met like a day ago?
I mean, I don't.
All right.
I'll take third watch with Rocky.
Like we're all asleep, and he's just like smashes us in our bedrolls. Like, ah, it was a trap.
Yeah, dead. Dead.
What was it from Game of Thrones when Tyrion was talking about his cousin and smashed the Beatles with a rock? Ka-tunk, ka-tunk.
I forgot about that. But yeah, that. Anything you want to do during your long rest? Or, well, not your long rest, but your watch.
Just climb on top of him.
Okay.
Just hang out. Watch the stars.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the overcast like? Can we see the stars?
Yeah.
Can
you
we
know,
see the moon?
You can, yeah.
Not me. These
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, no, for sure. Slenthia is out. She would be, I don't remember where we were at in moon cycles. So, we'll say she's at Crescent, but Luciana still is not seen.
Oh, where'd you go?
She's trapped behind the portal.
They trapped the whole moon?
I don't know. I deal with the sun now. I don't care.
So you're both up.
I thought I knew you.
I knew you.
All about the sun now.
You were a brother to me.
The moon holds no sway.
The sun is harsh.
Like the desert.
Exactly. Really soothing.
You're a pansy.
Oh, okay.
He rolls over. He's like, "You hurt my feelings."
I'm going. You watch by yourself then.
Go back to dreaming about druidic symbols.
Which, yeah, did you actually want to look over?
Dreaming of Luciana.
Oh, yeah, whenever I wake up, I'll look over the list of the other rooms.
I just assumed you both were on watch now at this point, since you're both talking to each other.
Yeah.
That was more of a bit, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Like
can be
he's
a
just
bit- it can
standing
be a
there on
watch
watch,
bit.
and he's
Yeah.
laying down on his bedroll, and he's like, "What you looking at? The stars. Stars are overrated. Moon's overrated. It's all about the sun."
It's just Vidir talking to himself, like doing the voice of Dorgir that he's asleep.
But Dorgir like sleep answers some of the time.
That's funny.
Oh no! Don't talk about the moon like that.
Oh, the moon's coming.
It's gonna annihilate the planet. What do you think happened to the original dinosaurs?
Okay.
All right, so
Long rest over.
Yeah, long rest over. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the day. So everyone wakes up from the long rest. Nothing tries to mess with you, given given the group and its big ass guardian. It's walking around with you all.
Like see him try.
So everyone wakes up the next day. Long rest completed. Hit points restored.
All hit
Except for
points?
you. Enrin.
One of these days I'll get them.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Someday soon.
Yeah,
Soon,
maybe. Yeah.
maybe.
I meant to ask you about that.
Back to marching.
Not forcibly though.
Normal march.
Normal march. Yeah.
I feel like we made good headway.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
So this party continues heading south by southeast.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
That's my foot. My foot's asleep and all tingly,
Oh, okay.
and so I'm like hitting it to make it stop. But then I realized it's just loud.
Clicking.
So, after good half day's travel, you find yourselves getting probably closer and closer to the area that Rin had described once before as the spires of the hive reaching up beyond the tree lines.
Have we seen any sign of I don't know if life, but movement, anything, like any signs of things passing through here recently?
So, on that note,
Yeah, the bug sacks and whatnot. What's up with those?
yeah, you have found those. What's up?
I cast Death Ward on Rin.
Okay.
Oh, because we slept.
Yeah. So yeah, you have seen a few of those kind of sack trees that you'd once encountered before. The kind of deposits for just whatever may be within that resin. It's up to you whether you would have knocked them over or not. I would assume not, since you seemed driven.
Mm-hmm.
But you would spot them.
Right.
Yeah. I used my words intentionally.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
Just out here whacking sack trees.
Yeah. Nothing to see here. Don't worry about it. So as you continued along southward, though, you did occasionally, once or twice, hear that heavy thumping sound. Once again off in the distance, but no sign of the actual large insects flying near you, given the, we'll call them warning shots that had been shot once before. So, as the party continues traveling southward, who is gonna do the perception check for the group?
Can't roll a 1 twice, can I?
You'd be surprised.
Are you talking about forward, make sure we're going the right direction?
To keep an eye out for what you're looking for, effectively.
Well,
kind of makes a one half dozen the other.
here's the thing. I'll roll for it. I've got pretty good perception. But I'm also going to tell Rocky, in Elvish, obviously, we're approaching our destination. Keep an eye out. Our enemies are many. Okay, and then I'll roll.
Your destination is on the left. U-turn. U-turn.
My athletics is saying +0, but my strength is a +1.
Okay. I don't know.
That's where I'm confused.
13.
Okay. So as everyone's walking forward, Ward, you mentioned to Rocky to kind of keep an eye out for things too, and you see him kind of take more of a ready stance as he continues walking, and you see him have almost kind of like what would not full on be a sentry mode as he is walking with you all, but just an alerted presence to kind of keep an eye out for things as opposed to just the forward march that you all have been proceeding with. As you look forward and kind of glance into the distance, you begin to see this kind of shift in color where it's been kind of this like mottled gray and green of this effectively both dead but also decaying, where there is some slight regrowth of like moss and kind of the undergrowth that is of rot within the area. You see the trees had kind of had that sapped, almost ashen-like look to them, where they were brown, but it had been faded at this point. You now instead see a distinct, kind of more dirt-colored brown off in the distance, and it's ahead of you southward, but you see it kind of peeking through just the forest beyond you, and you start to recognize that it's immediately southward. You don't see it to your east or west at all. And eventually you start to see it start to kind of stretch outward. You can see these large, almost what look like, almost made of like mud or earth structures that just spire up into the trees.
I kind of got it. It's like the Australian anthills.
Effectively, yes.
Yeah, okay.
But immense in size.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I'll kind of like halt and tell the rest of the party. I think we're approaching something we need to be cautious of. And then I'll point it out, like the scenery's changing up ahead.
And eventually you get to see that the vegetation itself has taken on a more sparse frequency directly to the south of you. And now all you see are those spires as You're probably a good 200, maybe 300 feet from them, as everyone kind of slowly walks up. And to his credit, wow, you hear Rocky, his footsteps, whilst having been just these large, kind of lumbering, almost what sounds like effectively a walking tree. You see him actually, begin keeping its feet on the ground and kind of sliding them through the wood, sliding through the earth and rock. As it does so, kind of muted its heavy footsteps a bit, quite a bit actually.
As best it can.
Yeah. Considering how big it is, I should probably roll advantage, but whatever. Or disadvantage. But it does so much more quietly. So.
We should send scouts ahead.
Do we think they'd believe us if we told us we were here to surrender to the queen?
They'd probably try and take our weapons away.
We can't have you losing your mole.
No, we can't.
So,
He just got it back.
Just got
I know.
such we were without it for so long. You just got it back.
Oh, I know.
Wait, I can cast enlarge and shrinking on it. Shrink it down. Let him put it in his pocket.
Yeah.
His prison pocket.
Just don't enlarge it.
So when they search him,
I thought we were gonna go subtle, and I just went no.
Just don't know the spell ahead of time. Just don't.
Speaking of
I lost
subtle,
concentration. Boom.
do you want to do shady shit?
I mean, I'm always pretty game for shady shit.
Okay. We'll scout ahead.
Okay. So,
Take that.
I'll follow in tow, but like at a good distance, so I don't ruin their shady shit.
okay.
26.
Oh, that's what I got.
Wow, okay. So can I have both of you then make perception checks as you also move closer as well? As you're walking through and kind of keeping a low profile.
That works.
Are you moving up with them or not?
No, what I mean is I'm going to continue going forward south at a slow pace so that they may get a lead on me.
Right. Okay.
That's what
That's the thing I just wanted clarification on.
Yeah.
So see if we're moving with them or not.
No,
Okay, cool.
I'm not. I doubt I even see them with the 26. No,
True, yeah.
nah, they just
Just peel off and you're like, okay.
Where'd they go?
ninja vanish.
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
19.
Okay. So,
I'm more worried that we're getting our good rolls out now.
Oh man,
they're good rolls, though. So, as you get closer to these spires, you can see. Pull up a.
How many spires are there?
There are. It's hard to keep track.
Okay.
But you also don't know exactly how many of them are occupied or full or anything. But what you can see before you is. Hang on, let me pull up my map for myself. So, immediately in front of you, you see 3 kind of smaller spires. They're approximately somewhere between like 30 by 30 to the smaller ones, which are probably a good like 20 by 20 in width and everything. But they stretch up a good 30, 40 feet into the sky. However, there's one large structure that you see that goes probably a good 60, 70 feet into the air. And its base, it's hard to measure exactly. Somewhere between 120, 130, 40, 50 maybe feet in diameter. It's large. As best as you can tell, this is probably like the central one. But there are other ones that kind of stick off the ground farther off in the distance, and between all of them, you see those similar kind of sack trees kind of dotting the landscape. But directly in front of you, you do see a pretty large tunnel that sticks out from the core spire. That is probably a good 20 feet in width. It stretches downward.
Nothing outside.
You do not see... Well, so you see a few of the Kritzar kind of walking about, but they don't appear to be in any sort of alerted fashion. They're just kind of casually walking about the area. You see a couple of them holding what look like these kind of like pieces of wood, moving into that large tunnel. Other ones maybe holding something else. Kind of hard to see.
Are they just like the normal ones like we saw down below, or are they any different?
They appear to be the same ones that you saw that had actually attacked you.
Okay.
Jesus.
You see a couple more that are, as you kind of look about and kind of survey, a couple more that are on the spires themselves, just kind of walking around. And you see one of them kind of walking about, kind of in the central area from those 3 spires that I described, in front of what looks like the almost main entrance, as best you can describe it. Talking to the other ones. A little far, so you can't unfortunately understand them. But there does appear to be one that has either some sort of station or maybe some sort of command over the others.
Does he like appear any different from what we can see from here, or do they?
What was your perception check?
19.
19.
21.
He looks about the same. You can see he's a little bit bigger, but not by too much. But he doesn't he's carrying a staff, versus the other ones that when you encounter them, they were just carrying spears. This one actually, you recognize, actually is not unlike a caster's staff.
Magic.
It's always magic.
Can we go fight orcs where it's just all melee?
Hey, buddy.
You're not there.
I think they're pretty prolific for having like shamanistic magic.
I like. Oh yeah.
And you could fight some minotaur. We don't have too much magic.
Yes.
At least we don't rely on it that much.
Got your magic right here. Got these magic guns.
There it is. Oh, mouse.
As they're doing all this, how close am I getting to the
Do we want to? I'm gonna point to one of the near spires.
You're probably like 30 feet away from them.
Do you think they go down at all? Do you think they all meet in the middle underground, or do you think they're all separate?
Can we try to check one of them out that looks like it's...
Like, how close is the closest spire?
Closest one from where you're at is probably like 100 feet away.
Think we can make that in broad daylight?
There's no trees. Alright, yeah. There's
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
they're trees, sack trees.
Yeah.
Crawl. Metal Gear style.
I was so bad at those games.
Get a cardboard box.
It's just a box.
Yeah.
Get a cardboard box for Dirk Gear and put his horn stick through it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sneak, but the sound
They
of
kick
my
it over,
ass
you're like,
clapping
"Catch
is
'em!"
alerting the guards.
Actually, your tail sticking out from under it.
So, how many are there up to first?
Yeah, no,
mean,
I'm
chance
still
it.
thinking.
I'm pretty confident in what we can do, but...
I will need a separate stealth roll.
A separate stealth roll.
Not a group stealth. Can't aid him in his stealthing.
Oh hell no.
Like, no, you gotta put your foot down like this.
Not as good. So, 15.
Okay.
15. Oh, you
All
guys
right.
are insane.
At least you're you're consistent at least in that regard.
You guys work so
Okay.
well together. That you're just,
The synergy.
All right. So as you both very quietly,
Tree to tree.
not quite as quiet as you'd like, you move up to a first tree that you see that's between you and this spire. You quickly run up there. You look around to see if anybody spotted you. Miraculously, nobody did.
You're supposed to look, then go, not go and then look.
Order doesn't matter.
Yeah. I didn't roll terribly, but I rolled a 10, so enough. But as you then look around one more time, like, okay, let's go. You quickly run up to the spire and you pop inside.
Do I fit inside of the doorway?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Technically.
I forgot about that little small logistic detail.
Yes, because these are small creatures.
But they have big pets.
They do. So the pathway actually is about like 5 feet wide, so you're able to get through.
Okay.
But
Horn sideways.
yeah, you're like quickly. Okay, here we go. So as you quickly run in, you see this kind of mud-like adhesion to these walls, and as you quickly run in, you find a small little kind of cavern hole that sinks down into the ground, dug out that allows for easy passage within. You do find a Kritzar that's within inside that quickly spins around as you basically bump into him.
Run
As
through.
it is surprised at you.
Add effort, sword, and attack immediately.
Yeah, just go ahead and make your attack rolls.
That's a nat 20, sir.
Okay. You can roll 2, but...
Yeah,
That's got covered.
24.
Okay. So you just quickly murder this one. No damage is probably necessary at this point, let's be real.
Quietly.
As you bump into it and you see it just drop these pieces of wood, as it spins around, surprised at you, you see its large kind of insectoid eyes blink at you, and you hear it quickly and very quietly shriek just a little bit like... You rolled anyway, didn't you? Of course you did. Rainier, you hear it it doesn't... So... You don't understand what it says. Rainier, it didn't say anything. It just kind of squeaked a little bit.
That was too much.
As you both just quickly you thrust your sword and pierce right through it.
Right up through.
Yeah, its head, and then you quickly just decapitate it.
Yeah.
I look at like, it was already dead.
Sancha.
So you're within one of these spires. You have 2 entryways. There's one that actually goes on the opposite side of it, in closer towards where that kind of like little, almost not clearing area is, but between the 3 of them, as well as the one entryway that then proceeds southward. Down.
So it does go down.
And it
as
is
well as go up.
It is a carved hole. So, pretty much a straight drop. It's not any sort of descent. It just goes down.
After them killing that guy, does their stealth still remain in effect, or do they gotta do the thing again?
Happened too quick for it to be able to alert anybody.
It was not pretty.
With the natural 20 and 24, like, I know how much hit points they have. If you dealt over 20 points of damage to it within a single turn, which I'm sure you did, then, yeah.
Hey, I'll turn this from an action RPG to a stealth RPG. Hide the body.
I nearly did enough damage to kill it.
Yeah.
It does have more than 20 hit points, but I assume between both of your just 1 attacks, that was going to be enough to bring it to under half, and then the next attack would have been, so.
Makes sense.
Excuse me. I'll just peek my head down and see what it looks like real quick. We're not going in them. We just want you're curious what they do, right?
You just want the hole in the ground.
Yeah, the hole.
Drop a glow stick.
Nope. I'll just try to like peek my head in to see if I can see if it actually looks like tunnels, or if it just looks like a like a root cellar kind of thing, or if it what it looks like.
Sure. So with your special eyes, you can see that it does descend almost straight down for probably a good like 40 feet before it eventually does then make a hard turn to what would be like towards the central spire.
Okay.
And then you don't see where it goes.
Okay.
But it is a tunnel, but they do have a very kind of verticality to their
I mean, that's par for the course at this point.
Yeah, they don't need to worry about stairs. So yeah, looks like they're probably all connected.
And so do we think she would have her home at the top of the spire, or at the bottom where they all meet? Or is she expecting us to go in the front door and we can go in one of these and just work our way up?
I don't know if Rocky's gonna fit in one of these.
How big are these spires?
well, the one that they're currently in is probably 20 by 20 at its base. The main one is, I mean, huge.
Yeah. It's like a large castle.
Yeah.
So what are these spires made of?
Good question. Glad you asked. So as you kind of
He's
look,
like, please, someone else say.
yeah. So as you look at its composition, it is a combination of earth, wood and some kind of like probably the resin that you've seen built around the trees, the sack trees that you've encountered, hardened together into this really hard kind of composition. It's similar to what would be like a oh my god,
Mud daub nest.
That's
yeah,
what I've been
but,
thinking the whole time.
Yeah, but like but more like deeper brown color, like a rust brown color to it.
I'm imagining like the termite mounds of Africa that are
Yes.
just like
Yeah.
they're almost concrete. They're so hard.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
yeah,
forget Roman cement. This is Kritzar cement.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Is it like nice and cool in there? Is there like a breeze and all that?
There is, yeah. So yeah, it's cool in here.
And it's well vented. Damn, they actually know what they're doing.
Does it sound like when Peter Griffin farts?
Put some more holes in, you can play it like a flute.
Gross.
No, it's just like a shotgun blast.
That's what you guys gonna do.
It's irresponsible to keep going, isn't it?
Yes, extremely.
So you want to keep going?
You want to do extra shady shit?
The urge is there. It really is.
Yeah, see if you two can two-man the hive. Just see how that goes.
Yeah.
Well, they did come back. I guess we're not gonna make it to the dragon.
You know how antsy they get.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking walk in here. Okay, so inside of the spire, it's just like it goes up and it goes down, and that's really it. There's nothing else here, right?
Correct.
So just like a hollow tube almost.
Yep.
With two doors.
And the other door went on the other side.
So there's like two doors to get outside of it, and then there's one down.
Yep.
And then what's up?
Up is basically like kind of a conal shape that just ends. There's no exact.
Does it close off or does it open up?
There's one exit point that you notice is on the opposite side.
No, I meant like the roof of the cone.
Right, that's what
Is
I'm
it
saying. Yep.
Okay.
So
It's like on the side. Though.
Yep. Doesn't go straight up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
and
what I
we
was
did
asking.
see them on the outside of a spire patrolling.
Yes. I have a feeling they're probably not.
The
you
what?
know, they're probably not a race of creatures that has a lot of free time. Or has a lot of amenities.
Hard work. Hard work.
How long have they been gone?
At this point, I don't know stream time wise, but that's probably a fair assessment in terms of a corollary. So,
Um,
5
so-
minutes.
Looking back out the door, am I seeing Ward like at the edge of the brush that we were coming out of?
Yes. Being that you know where they were at, you can look and you can kind of see where all of them are kind of like clustered, keeping a low profile, but you're aware of where they were at.
For the moment, I'm going to drop my gem for the psionic nonsense, and I'm gonna like point to my head if they're paying attention.
Okay.
Aren't you stealth right now?
I mean, we're in the doorway. I'm sticking my head out.
It's not just a matter of dropping the gem, though. You actually have to unattune to it.
No.
Ooh.
I'll poke my head out.
Hold on. Because it specifically says not dropping it, but like dropping my.
Oh, you can
block.
allow somebody.
Oh, you're allowing that. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
you meant
yeah,
just
that's what I
dropping it.
meant.
I'm like, well, that's not how that works.
No. I meant like because I can allow.
Okay.
her.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like you're just gonna leave it on the ground. It seems pretty valuable.
Yeah.
Surprise.
How far away are they
Okay,
from
so you're allowing creatures to be able to communicate with you telepathically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. So creatures can telepathically communicate only if you allow it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm allowing Rin, and that's it.
Okay.
How far away are they?
They're probably like, let's see, over 100 feet.
I don't know what her range is. I forget.
Well, I can't. If you're over 110, I cannot reach you.
I was 30 feet until reaching the grounds of the little encampment, but as far as how far away I am from your pillar, I think you said 100 feet.
Yeah. So you're, Rin, if you were to move up, you're right at range.
Okay, I'll move up, and then what?
I mean, I'm pointing at my head.
So you can see him kind of like
you
peering.
put what in your head?
Yeah, you see him peering through the hole into this one spire, just pointing at his head.
Like you.
Yes.
Is that?
Telepathically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a hole that goes down in the ground, and it looks like it meets in the middle of all the spires. Or we can just go in the front door of the big spire.
Yeah, Rocky.
A Rocky cannot.
Well, then I say we go knock on the front door.
Let's let Rocky
I'm gonna-
knock and make a new door.
I thought about that too. I'm gonna turn to you. So, since Rocky can't get in the store, Rin wants to go in the front door.
How about Rocky goes and makes a new door while we go under?
Have him cause chaos?
That's I'm not there.
Hive mind. Yeah.
What if, and I'm gonna say to Rin then, what if Rocky just makes his own doors while we go underground and go to the middle? And he keeps making doors.
I just want him to beat up the spires.
Just be chaos.
We want him to slay the spy.
Yes.
It depends on the cards he draws.
So, so let me get this straight. You want us to go through the hole in the tiny spire, and then you want him to collapse that spire on top of us.
No. collapse the-
Whoa, that is poor decision. No,
Not that.
just not this one, but maybe the other ones.
Just internally, I'm helping.
Right.
They said to crush, I crush.
I don't know. Ask the others what they think.
Hold on. Describe it to her this way. Rocky is a distraction from all the ants and the hive while we go into it. Instead
True.
of us pissing them off when,
Rocky would be the ultimate distraction, so all of the little ants go for him while we sneak in through the bottom. And don't get swarmed.
It's a good thing I jotted down all these runes. I'm feeling we're gonna lose Rocky.
I know. How far away is the next nearest spire from the spire that they went in?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
The next one is about 75 feet from it,
So do you, have,
or 50,
So-
depending on which one you're looking at.
do you have a map you can reveal to us
I
of
do,
the
but-
spires?
Yeah,
without
actually, you know
giving
what?
us anything away.
Yeah, that's fair. That I can do. Because this is what you're looking at. I've given you the information now at this point that your characters will be able to see it. So, boop.
Okay, so which one are we in? Are they in? Are they
So
in?
you're in this far one.
And we came from here.
Where's the main one? Is that it over there?
That is, yes,
far side.
what looks like the lair.
Okay, and then other than these two, where's the rest of our party? Like out here?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
Yeah,
Okay.
beyond the map.
Bog is.
Okay.
You are not showing the stream, Tony, which means I can't see it.
Oh, okay, I'll go to battle map, even though we're not in battle.
Not yet, we're not.
Not yet. True.
I mean, there
Fair
was.
point.
It's
A
only
battle.
a matter of time, really.
Yeah.
Poor
Oh yeah, this
Kritzar.
is happening.
It's just going about moving
Yeah.
some wood.
So the group is over. Oh well. So you guys are over here in this spire. Yes, fine. And then the party. Sorry, having to think about this all through the stream is over here
Okay, on the west side.
on the far end. Yep.
West side?
Bog's not actually there.
the crew.
So they want you guys want
Kritzar.
Rocky to go to the spire
Just
to
on the far
rid
end.
of the little one and start beating the hell out of it.
The other two.
You can just probably just toss them. That's good.
Seems good.
Yep.
Oh.
Do you want this other
I feel
handful
like
on
they're
there?
gonna see
Yeah,
him
sure, toss them on there,
before
too.
we get in.
And then
Sprinkles them.
even in
Just a
it.
pinch of
And then-
Kritzar.
this guy is in the center of all of them. Perfect.
Perfect. So has the plan been relayed? We're all gonna meet up in this spire where they're at. We're gonna send Rocky
Well.
to the main spire and just start beating on the walls of
And so
Jericho.
that is the idea that I have relayed to Ren. Whether or not Ren is telling you this idea and you agree with it is a different story.
Okay.
Which one's the main spire? And yeah, I'm just.
Main is on the opposite side.
Yeah. So the if you're watching, I'm sorry. Yeah. So if you're watching the stream, basically the big like kind of dark area with what looks like a tunnel, that's the main spire.
Ah,
Oh, he's not gonna be able to beat down those walls.
that is a big ass spire.
Yeah. Yeah.
As it was described.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did what I could.
It's big as fuck.
Mm.
Okay.
Think like large castle, but made of mud concrete.
Do we want to just smash our way in? Because I know we killed most of the little Kritzar pretty easily in the last fight.
Well, why should we tire ourselves out?
It's a
What'd you
numbers
do,
game.
Jack?
Never mind.
It's a numbers
I
game.
mean,
Yeah, Tony, looking at the numbers game here, there's a lot more numbers.
There are.
I do not have AoE.
And those are the ones that we could see. I mean, they're all connected via hive mind. We start beating on them, and they just start pouring out all these holes.
Yeah, it's definitely like
It's Rainier's nightmare all over again.
if Rocky's distracting them, we could probably get into the main part and go after what is the queen.
He's gonna totally have a Terminator be good moment. 'Cause he's buried under a mound of Kritzar, and they're just like, go!
Hey, Johnny, what are those neuron-looking things on the map?
Those are
trees.
sack trees, as we've been calling them.
Neurons. We're on a giant brain.
Yep.
They're tree sacks.
Yeah, they're the trees with the resin kind of fixtures in them.
Okay.
Does
I like it that for once you're fine with the not frontal assault,
Mm.
but it seems to be a sticking point that we're not doing a frontal assault.
Yeah.
and Rin of all people wants the
First-
frontal assault.
Yeah, first time for everything, right?
You know what it is? There's a bunch of shit spread out, and she wants to fireball them. That's what it is.
Always a good decision.
Is that what this is? You just want a fireball?
How many fireballs do you get? Hold on.
The
Cheating,
answer
looking
is
at her
always
sheet.
enough fireballs. However
It's
many there are,
It's never enough fireballs.
Yeah.
How many do you need?
all of them.
Let's
For
see.
clarification, though, we would both. Torgiran and I would fit in the tunnels, correct?
Which one?
The underneath tunnels,
The main one or the ones that you're
I'm
looking at?
assuming
like the one that I looked down.
It'd be a rough fit, but you could. You basically be squeezing the entire way through, so you're at half movement. The
But it's
entire
40
way
feet down.
Yeah.
So then they have enough room to brace themselves on the walls and shimmy?
Well,
Or is
that's
it
the
wide
thing.
enough way that they could
We'd
just
be like-
fall?
Yeah.
All the way down.
Yeah, basically
Should
that.
we Cocoa Puff?
But you'd be at effectively, well, actually, you're medium creatures technically, so you would be able to still fit down them.
Okay.
It'd be like Calmer when he jumps into the sandbox and moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Fireball's only a level 3 spell.
So if
Correct.
Tonk goes spinny ball Sonic mode and he goes straight down and hits the bottom of the tunnel, just like through the hole,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Sonic Lair.
Go Tonks, and you're like, oh shit,
He dropped all his rings.
he's gone.
Did you mean to send a cannonball down the barrel?
Man, I should think about trying to upgrade Tonk for like a buzzsaw back. That'd be cool.
We could homebrew some stuff. I'm
Okay.
down for that.
Okay.
What?
Sonic.
Or
Let's
have him go
say-
into like turret mode and just like,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Who's the flamer guy from Heroes of the Storm with the bunker?
oh, Firebat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Firebat
yeah.
just bunkers up and
Yeah.
that would be cool.
What says the party on our idea?
Oh, I'm game. I say we have the Guardian, Rocky, attack either that tower or that tower. Just start beating on the walls and breaking apart till they all start come out and fight him, and then we sneak into this one where you guys are at and go down the hole. And then I guess it's gonna lead to the main, and then we go to the main.
If we wanted to be nice, we could even tell Rocky to retreat after.
A set time,
Yeah.
hoping that he understands time.
Or just when we're gone.
Kill 20 things and run.
He
Not 20
dies-
things.
dies
Kill
on the
20
19th.
bugs.
Yeah. Oh,
And
right.
then-
Yeah.
Squash 20 bugs.
Yeah.
Here's your,
Specific with things.
what's Elven for 1, 2?
You're right. He learned to count. I'm so proud.
A lot of stock in the fact that Rocky can essentially wreck what is concrete and like really, really solid material.
He
They
is.
may just think he's knocking on their door.
That's fine.
It's still a distraction.
Knocked 3 times on the bug hive.
Alright. If you're insisting on doing the front door, we can. This was just an idea.
I'm insisting on anything. I'm just.
We still haven't heard from.
It's all gonna fall apart anyway, so I'm game for whatever
Every
y'all
time.
want to do.
Still haven't heard from Daruk or Dorgiran.
Yeah. What say ye?
Durek, what you want to do?
I mean,
Call lightning.
I'm up for either plan. If we're gonna charge through the front door, I would probably spirit guardians in a place where I can see all of you. And then for the next 10 minutes, it's AoE around us. So if we stay close, if they come to attack us, then
I mean, how many times can you use that?
it's a 3rd level spell. So I've got 4 of those spell slots. 3 of those spell slots.
I'm just not trying to blow our whole wad on the first little.
It's concentration, so it lasts for like 10 minutes. So it is
First
10
hit
minutes,
you
right?
lose it.
It is 10 minutes.
I don't care. Whatever.
I vote for down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I kind of like plan A.
That's 2 eyes.
It's fine.
That's
All right.
2 eyes and
Down the hole
a
works.
maybe.
We do whatever. I'm fine with it.
He's like, as long as Maul makes bug, I'm happy.
If it saves my spell slots so I can hold them for healing this time,
Smart man.
then we can go down the tunnel, I guess.
Alright, we're going down the hole. However you guys want to describe what Rocky needs to do.
Okay, I got it. In Elven, I told Rocky, and I point to this pillar, and I say, assault that pillar, kill 20 enemies, and then run back to where we found you, and await us there. And then I say, go.
You see Rocky point to himself and then point down.
He wants to go down. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, he's just pointing down. And then pointing back up with his thumb.
What does this mean?
I'm not there. I don't know.
I don't speak.
I think he's
Charades.
wondering if he if we want him to go down the holes, or if we just want him to smash the enemies in front. I don't think he understands common, so you might have to ask him.
Yeah, well, he can't reply back to me other than charades.
Rods.
Except charades, you can talk this time.
Yeah. Do you want to come into the lair with us?
Just continues staring at you.
Okay, that's what I figured. No, we don't need you to come down with us. We just need you to distract the enemy long enough.
You see, pause for a moment and then just kind of give you this. You then see him take a couple steps as he sinks into the earth and just collapses into it.
Did you see my eye twitch? I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of wondering if he had that ability.
kind of
completely
like
forgot it
Earth
was a thing.
Surf.
Yeah.
You then see him pop up in the center-ish area, just exploding out of the ground.
Oh shit!
And
Where
you see
is
just
he?
let out this roar.
That is amazing.
Near that one, right?
And
You got it.
I'll ask this: so, are you guys trying to be sneaky with him being a distraction, and then him having get out?
So what?
Which it sounded like
what
that's what you were wanting to do.
I intended what I intended for to happen is we give him enough time to do what he just did.
Yeah.
And then everybody start attacking him. As soon as they start moving towards him, we don't need to be sneaky. Just need to make it to this door.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So as it explodes in the center of the area, you see all the Kritzar immediately kind of You see the main one that I described has that one staff screech out towards it, pointing to the Rocky, as the others begin to swarm it. As you see Rocky starting to attack, you have your window to go into the tunnel if you want to.
I book
do
it full speed.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Tonk, spin like you've never spun before.
Okay.
The win.
as you begin all running in and getting to that one point, you begin hearing this hum emit from the hive itself, coming up even from kind of that tunnel that you're all moving into now, where you can hear what sounds like effectively alarms in an insectoid fashion, at least, going off. Where Rocky is just, you can hear also then these heavy sounds.
Earth just reaching
Yeah.
to the skies.
You can hear that roar once again emitted from Rocky as you've all been running down. So, as everyone runs in, could I have everybody either make a... I mean, you're not trying to be stealthy at all. You're just running in,
Yeah.
right?
We're
Kind
just
of
hoping
missing
they're
everyone
distracted
else.
enough
Yeah.
that they don't notice us, I think.
Right. Okay.
But,
So,
like, not being like overly loud, but just
sure,
trying.
sure.
Hustling.
Yeah. So as you run in, what's the marching order?
I'd say I can go first.
You're already in.
Yeah, I can go
Yeah.
down first because I can still range or I can still melee, but I can also see the farthest.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go first.
Okay. So are you going down the tunnel first?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll wait till everybody's there.
Okay.
So
So
I
is
think
everyone
that's what
kind
you
of
were asking, right?
yes? That's what I'm trying to determine. So everyone runs into this fire first. Since you're all kind of there, Vidir, you go first. Can I get a marching order on the table to determine who's going first and who's going after? So you're
Like down the
first.
tunnel, you want to know who's going down the tunnel
Yes.
first. He's going down first.
Right.
I mean, we're already there, ready to go. We're just waiting on y'all.
I
So.
guess you're going down second.
That being said, while we're getting ready, well, do we need a rope, or are we just gonna go down? Too late.
It's
We're already
40
going.
feet, bro. We're gonna take some fall damage.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
It's just a slide.
I thought we were
No.
Straight
doing, like,
down,
the,
and then it curves.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing like
Yeah.
the side thing.
Yeah, that requires climbing. So then there are athletics checks to see if you slip or if you're able to actually go down.
I have rope on me and a pitten. We can, while we're waiting on them to come in.
Athletics. Why can't it be acrobatics?
Yeah, if you wanna,
Because it's climbing.
You want to parkour down the tunnel?
well, he probably could.
No, we're doing athletics on this. This is climbing. This is not parkour.
Yeah. While we're waiting for them
I'm okay with
to
that.
get here, I will
Yeah.
just
Start putting
real
in
quick put a pitten in the rope and
Okay.
drop the rope.
All
It's
right.
a 50-foot rope.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to get to the bottom then. So as everyone's running up, you quickly just hammer that in. Go ahead and make I guess survival check for me, or strength. You're just going to be hammering effectively a rope into the earth.
Concrete.
You want me to hammer it in? I
Yeah.
can hammer.
We
Yeah,
don't
you're
want
not
the
there
hitting to
yet.
disappear.
You wanna hammer that in.
Well, you're not in there first. So you what's your roll?
4.
Okay. So you hammered in. You're like, this probably isn't good enough.
At least you
Can I-
didn't roll so badly that you don't realize that
Yeah.
it's that.
Can I,
Good
like,
enough.
Can I kick him out of the way and try it myself?
Sure.
No, not many.
What'd you get?
5.
Okay.
And
So
I have a +0.
yeah. So you hit it again. You're like, that's definitely not good enough.
Man, this Kritzar concrete's really hard.
So as everyone then's piling in, you guys look and you don't have a hard spot for this rope to get down.
Is
but
there
you're
something
running
I can tie
out
it
of time.
around?
Give
What's
me
that?
Let,
Is there
let me
any-
edit.
Is there anything sitting there that I can like tie it around?
No. It is a rough surface. There's not like one spot you can like anchor it to. Dorgiran, yes, you can. But this is the last check that you guys get.
Okay, what am I rolling?
This would be a strength check or a survival.
Or an attack?
No.
No.
Oh, survival would give me a 10.
Okay.
I said that.
Oh, I heard strength.
I said strength
I
or
rolled
survival.
strength because I have a +1 to survival, but a
Oh.
+3 in strength.
It's fine.
It's still not quite enough.
Nah, I figured.
They're here in hammer.
So you can still hear that as you then hear this again shittering sound, some coming up from the tunnel that you're going to be heading down.
Die at 20.
Okay, so you see them kind of struggling, like we don't know what to do. Just slam it into the ground.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, the rope's there. So who's going first down the tunnel?
I'll go first down the tunnel.
Okay, so Vidir, you quickly rappel down. Go to make an athletics check at advantage, as you're the first one to go down.
Your dice
I
betray
got
you.
9.
9. Okay, so you jump down the first spot, ready to brace yourself, but your feet slip. As you then go down and unfortunately,
Can I try to catch myself?
you can make an athletics check. Or I'm sorry, acrobatics check to see if you can catch yourself.
17.
Okay.
Puts 1 dice back.
You take 6 points of damage.
It's rope burn.
Yeah. As you try to stop yourself, realizing, oh shit, and you're able to catch yourself a little bit, but you still do take some damage. As you slow your descent, but don't fully stop it, you slam into the bottom. You definitely think that's gonna hurt on the knees tomorrow. But you hear that buzzing coming down from the tunnel from where you're currently at. And you can hear this chittering sound getting louder. Who's up next?
Yeah, I think we know.
Yeah. I would have followed it before I even knew he f***ed up. So
Yeah, okay.
Go, go, go.
Is it just is it athletics advantage?
Yes.
Right, because with a rope.
Yep.
Oh, thank God. That's an 18.
Okay, so you rappel down, and you see Vidir down there looking down the tunnel. And this, you know what? Hang on, I need to change the music because this is we need to be a bit more tense than this. We'll do battle even though it's not full on battle.
The other dice was a 1.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So the annoying part of this is I have 120 feet of vision with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you just see this like kind of this long tunnel that goes probably for as best you can guess, probably about 50, 60 feet before it ends in another abrupt turn, but upward.
Oh, okay.
Back up. Can we? I'm sorry. I know you're. So what is it going towards the direction of one of the other towers?
It was not. No, this one goes in towards the main spire and then goes up. So, Vidir,
The main
You're-
tower is more than 60 feet.
hang on. And I may have gotten my measurements wrong.
Get out the measuring stick.
I'm
That's
going
what
from
I'm
like all memory. So, okay, so right, so then it goes so well beyond that. So yeah, actually you do lose vision as to where it ends.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like 60 feet makes sense if it was that one. We're coming back up in the other one. I was like,
Right,
God
right.
damn it!
We chose the wrong
Yeah.
hole.
So no, it goes beyond that, well beyond that at this point, where your vision does end, but you can hear that chittering coming down from the tunnel. But as you hear that, you hear Rainier rappelling down above you.
Start moving in.
I was like, I will look down.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you see him down there, like as you see Vidir just turn out, as you can hear that hum coming from inside the hive too.
This is gonna suck.
Catch baby kitty, fur daddy.
Ah! Ah! So many things about that made me uncomfortable.
So Vidir, it is a short clearing, so you do have to kind of duck down, but you're able to move inward. Rainier, you're on his heels. Who's next?
I'll go.
Is it
No
just
problem.
a flat-sided? There's no like alcoves or anything?
No, yeah, it is. It is basically a circular tunnel that goes inward.
Fantastic. Great. Awesome. What could go wrong?
I'll go
Ward,
last.
I was gonna say Ward. If you're not going,
Going
then I'll
last?
go. But
I'll go last because I have an issue.
okay.
I don't know how to get tongue down.
That's 17
Okay,
or
so yeah,
16. Sorry.
still good enough. So you rappel down as well. You can hear that same hive, the hum of that hive coming in, and you can hear both Vidir and Rainier kind of like prepping themselves up as they're heading inward too. But you're able to get down, no damage taken or anything. Okay. Rin, do you want to get in on this now, or should we have one of the other guys roll?
How heavy is Tonk?
How heavy's Tonk?
Oh, I would assume he's like 300.
Yeah, probably. If
Yeah.
not, maybe more. But
I'm gonna end
Oh,
up.
I can carry him then.
Okay.
How?
Is he 300? If he's 300 pounds, I can fly him down.
Would the broom fit in this hole?
Yeah,
Up and down, but not.
up and down.
If he
What is he?
holds on to it,
Uses his telescopic tongue to hold it.
right, yeah.
Well, we'll just tie some rope onto him and tie the rope around the bottom of the broom, and then I will ride him and the broom down vertically.
Okay, yeah, that
How
worked.
wide is this hole?
40 or wide.
How wide?
Wide, it's enough for a medium creature, so it's probably like a 5-foot circle. So it's like if it's at an angle, it may slowly kind of go.
So then I'll go down next, and be there to like try to catch Tonk should something
Okay.
happen.
So an athletics check for you first.
Okay.
It's gonna be
At advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
tight. Yes. You did say that. That it was a little
So at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 23.
for me.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. So I'm like,
So yeah, you then line up next right behind Daruk. As Rin, then you slowly float down with yourself and Tonk. Go ahead and make a check for me. We'll say it's your charisma plus proficiency, because it's kind of your spellcasting stuff you're doing right now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So, as you begin to float down, you realize that you've actually gotten pretty good control over this broom. As you begin floating down, you do hear these heavy thud sounds, and the ground even itself kind of shakes a bit. As you realize there's probably something else going on outside that you're not able to see at this point. So you've already gone down. So Dorgirin and
I'm already
Ward.
down.
You're already down, right? Dorgirin, can you make a perception check for me?
yes.
Because this all happens really quickly, where you guys
Yeah.
are like all shuffling down. You don't have really a lot of time to look or anything. But Dorgirin being the last one down, I'll give him the check.
18.
18. As you look outward and see Rocky fighting the Kritzar, you see him just slamming against them effortlessly. Just they kind of almost have that Sauron versus just the realms
The
of
man,
man just
yeah.
boom,
Just
slamming
bodies.
off in the distance. Yeah,
I like to think that, like in Skyrim, when
Hmm.
the giant hits you and you go watching into the air.
yeah, exactly. But then you see one of those trees that have that resin kind of filled through it that are in the center begin to twist, and you see it actually hit Rocky with one of its long limbs, slam against him.
A whomping
Rocky
willow.
gets knocked back. And you see him slam against the tree in retaliation. But you see him looking around and surveying a bit before it slams against the tree again, hits another few Kritzar, slams against them. So go ahead and make your athletics check if you're deciding to go down the tunnel now.
Okay, I mean, I guess.
Okay.
We should split the party, I suppose.
Do you wanna-
Even though I
no.
want to go help Rocky. Or should I go help Rocky?
It's up to you.
We're all 40 feet down a
Dies.
tunnel.
I guess, yeah.
We told him to retreat when he's done.
I mean, at the risk of like giving away your position, you could holler out to him in any kind of final orders in Primordial.
It's true.
But if you give up our position, they're all going to know exactly what tunnel to come find us.
Yeah, I won't do that. So, athletics to climb down, right?
Yeah, at advantage.
At advantage. Does 31.
31 will do it. Yeah, I mean just barely though.
Like looks
So,
around a finger.
in fact, you don't even use the rope. You just jump down, slamming on the ground as everyone. Yeah, Superman. Yeah, superhero landing entirely.
Just like land and then like go into the squat with like the hammer.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
Just, like, see like this steam coming out.
Yeah,
my
the two
nostrils,
spurts
like, eyes
of the
glowing.
full-on Minotaur. Like, I'm here to fuck shit up.
Yes.
Nobody's
It's
there
like
to
the two most antithesis landings ever, and then like lands, and she just daintily steps off of the broom.
Yeah,
Right.
Tonk hops down. You guys scoot up a little bit.
Yeah, and then he fucking Satan slams into the ground right behind me.
Yeah.
I peek out of the little hole that we're down and I'm like, impressive display.
So, as everyone begins moving forward, you hear that hum getting louder and louder. Who has the highest passive perception? I'm gonna have them make a check.
That would be her.
Mine is 18.
Rin?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Rin, what's your passive?
Perception would be different.
Not perception.
Oh.
I'm only 13 passive perception. Mine's
Oh, it's insight.
Insight, that's right.
Okay,
18.
Daruk then.
18. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Ooh, not great. That's an 8
Okay.
All together?
altogether.
Ouchies.
All right. Well, then don't worry about it.
Yep.
As the party continues to move down the tunnel, then Vidir, you see a what look like line of small insectoid creatures walking towards you.
Start blasting.
Start
So
blasting.
anyway.
Okay.
So anyway, started blasting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like there's a spot for us, you know. Pardon me, excuse me, coming through.
Right,
Just
we
let
need
me-
to hide.
Let me by here real quick. Just yeah. No, I'll start. I just started blasting.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack rolls. So they are at a distance from you still. Right at the end of your dark vision.
Okay. So brain 17, 18, and a 7. Or-
Okay.
And a 9. Sorry, not a 7, a 9.
Wait. So 17, 18, and 9?
Yes.
Okay, so
17,
17, 18 hit.
Okay.
The 9 does not. So, as everyone is moving down this tunnel, you just see Vidir send off 2 Eldritch Blasts down the tunnel. These bright beams of white with like this interlaced green energy around it, slamming against what you can see at the end of it. One of those Kritzar creatures just getting blasted in the face. So, damage, please.
18.
Okay. Pretty good. Second attack?
That was 18 for the 2 attacks.
Oh, total, okay. So you see the one in the lead kind of get knocked back a little bit before the second one crawls around it, and then the line kind of continues moving towards you.
Can we tell how many are in the line?
You're not sure, because ultimately only Vidir can really see how many are there.
But I saw his Eldritch Blast glow off and like a light show down the tunnel. And
True. It's a brief glimpse, you can't really tell.
Okay.
But we're going to go at this in a non-normal fashion for initiative and combat. We're going to go down the line.
Marching order.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Rainier, you're up next.
As soon as I saw him do that, I would have pulled out my sword. Well, I already had the one sword. No, I would have pulled him out because I put it away to get it down. So I pulled them out. They're both glowing white now.
Oh, okay.
You know. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
How far are they?
They're 100 feet from where you're at right now.
That would be so stupid. I could.
Oh, just run up?
just feel an agility sprint.
You could.
just.
Funnel him in. I mean, it's basically 300 rules.
Unless he gets swarmed because they can get around him.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I could get to them. I just can't do anything when I get there. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sprint 60 feet. and
Okay.
Then
And just...
chill,
Okay, gotcha.
and I'll get off to the left side.
Okay, gotcha. Daruk, I think you were up next.
Yeah.
So again, your dark vision does end at 60 feet, and they're beyond that at this point. But you did briefly see that there are enemies down the tunnel.
Right.
Well, now they're within my dark vision, right?
Yours, yes.
Vidir, did you move forward also? Like, can I even get
Oh,
around people
yeah,
in this
sorry.
tunnel?
Are you
You can
allowing
get
us to
around
move
allies,
past?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Allies, you're
Yeah.
free to move through. It's enemies that cost double movement.
And you
Okay.
ran 60 feet down?
Yeah. I would have moved my normal 30 feet, or I guess
Okay.
15. Or is it? Is it 30 or 15?
It's still 15 for everybody.
What do you
Okay.
mean?
I'm sorry, 30 for everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
These are tight quarters, but they're not impossible for you to move through.
I'd probably move forward 30
Actually,
feet.
sorry, hang on. Because they're small creatures. Small creature stats work differently. These are actually defensive tunnels, which would be for Kritzar specifically, so you are at half movement speed.
So 15
everybody?
feet.
So 20.
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, unless you have incredible movement, yeah.
Right.
Barbarians get an extra 10 feet.
Sorry, I forgot. These ones are actually specifically used by the Kritzar themselves, not any sort of extraneous creatures.
I really thought when we started this, the tunnel was way bigger.
Yeah.
Well, before we made a decision to go underground, I thought it was like a big open tunnel that was like the size of the thing.
Well, it was when we went straight down, but as it
No, it was only 5 foot when we started. Before we made the decision to go down, I thought it was a much bigger tunnel.
Okay.
So, but it's okay.
I did say that.
Well, yeah, you said he
'Cause I
had
was
to
getting
duck
things.
to get in.
Yeah, I was thinking about different sections within the tunnel. So
okay.
this, we'll say for the sake of everything that your movement is not impeded.
I mean, it's okay.
Plus, this point isn't the actual dungeon yet. This is all just
Getting
stuff
to it.
that I didn't honestly anticipate the party going through. So,
Oh.
Yeah.
We threw you a curveball.
I thought you guys were gonna go through the main entrance, not the like
I did
access tunnels. So yeah,
All right. Well,
I tried. I really did.
you did, yes.
I would move 30 feet forward, and then just being able to see the back of Rainier, I would probably dash and move the additional 30 feet because I wouldn't see anything after 30 feet. So
Okay.
I'd get right behind him.
Gotcha.
If you moved 60 feet, you said,
And
right?
is
Yeah.
he toe to toe with the enemy right now?
No, I'm like 60. They're like right at the edge of my vision, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just talking for you. You want to
Wait, you have 60 feet of dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're a little closer, but not by much. Okay, so
Arbitrarily
Daru,
picking
sorry.
distance.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be good to
That
see
would be
the
it
order
for my
too.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can see the Kritzar coming now, right?
Yes.
Since they're like 40 feet away ish.
Did you do full movement?
Dash.
Then
yeah,
yes, yeah.
60 feet, yeah.
Okay. So next up was Ward.
Okay. Me and Tonk are going to move up to our allies.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Tonk move past both of them.
Okay.
So the tunnel is like what? The size of a hobbit hole door?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're dashing up to us.
I don't think I need to dash.
Are you?
They've dashed. I said it's like an arbitrary distance because we're not really gonna fill out the whole thing.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So they are
So-
60 feet ahead.
So how much movement have I used?
I don't know how much movement you have.
If you're using your normal movement, you would have used 30. They are an additional 30 feet past you.
The enemy?
No,
No,
the enemy.
us.
Those
Oh.
two are 60 feet ahead of me,
Oh. Okay.
and then the enemy is an additional 60 feet roughly past
Yeah.
them, 50 to 60 feet.
Yeah.
I need to look at Tonk real
I
The,
quick.
have- I
the
have
other
stupid
end of
range.
the tunnel goes up.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I guess technically we don't know that yet.
Well, Vidir does. I think. Hang on. You're at 60, so it's.
And when we first got into it, I couldn't see the end of it,
Right.
but
I
I've
have to
moved up 30 feet.
Count this out. Okay, and you have 120 feet of dark vision?
Yes.
So
Then yes, that is correct.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see the end of it goes just like another sheer up.
And we would see it now that we've gone 60 feet, right? Farther ahead?
Yes.
Okay. Then
Here
I
we
would
go,
say
I'm
I
murdering.
can crowd them all into the entrance, possibly.
I'm going to cast Enlarge on Tonk to
Oh.
make him exactly the size of the
Oh,
hole,
okay.
like a couple inches.
Mhm.
And I'm going to tell him just roll at your full rush movement speed over anything in front of you.
I can't
Okay.
crowd them into the corner anymore if you let me past.
You get passed by a roly-poly.
Yeah.
Mm.
A giant.
I was
roly
like-
Giant
Yeah.
roly-poly.
I was like, did you do that after he passed us, or did you?
Yeah, I
Indiana
had
Jones
Tonk
us?
move in front of you guys. That was the point.
Is
of
this
that.
playing Indiana Jones again?
So his
Yeah.
movement is 40 feet. I'm making him do his full.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
80.
Yeah.
So he's going straight.
Beyond them, yep. And then the next turn will be him rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have him Indiana Jones the tunnel.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So then, Rin. Yeah.
You're on mute, Ren.
I know.
No.
Give me a second.
Sorry, I was actually expecting it to take longer, and then as soon as I said something,
Yeah. So shut up.
So I can't. I will move up to the rest of the party. And
Okay.
Can I see anything past everybody in the darkness?
which is probably.
Are you moving up to like where Ward and I are, which is 30 feet, or are you trying to move the full, like 60 foot to where Rainier and Daruk are?
I have 30 feet of movement, I think.
Okay, so you're with Ward and I.
I'm assuming that I can't fit on my broom, right? In this little crowded space.
I'd say, given the way that it moves, not around people, no.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's 30 feet. Is that
Yeah,
I haven't moved regularly in so long.
you're 30.
So yeah, I'll move my 30 feet
Okay,
wherever that gets me.
you're with Ward and I.
Cool. Can I see anything? I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, you can see like the edge of the Kritzar, which is just like this kind of wall of insectoid limbs and things moving about itself.
Awesome. I would like to hurl a firebolt into that mass.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Can she make that firebolt past talk? Okay.
17?
17. Okay, yeah, you hit the one that's in the lead now, which is different from the one that Vidir hit earlier.
They're like a phalanx where they just take the injured back and they just switch positions. I hate it.
The cogs work too well.
Right.
It's almost like they can communicate with each other really effectively.
Without having to use the words. Verbal words.
12 points of fire damage.
Okay, nice. All right. Would that be it for your turn?
I will then also. Who is within? I can see. Who can I see? Can I see everybody?
I think so.
Yes. Because Daruk and Rainier are 30 feet ahead, and then Dorgiran's 30 feet behind.
Word. I will cast Mantle of Inspiration. Everybody gets 5 temporary hit points, and
No.
you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your movement speed.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi ho, Silver.
Is everybody taking that?
Everybody
It's
but me.
arbitrary. That works.
And now it's my actual turn after her.
Is anybody else moving? What's your
Yeah,
reaction?
Tong's gonna roll on top of all the enemies.
Does he get? So he gets his 40 feet.
Yes, but I mean the roll I would say is more like an attack at that point.
Okay.
So
But
I wouldn't
does
say
it
it's
like
his
bounce off
reaction.
the first guy he gets to? He's
Yeah,
he's enlarged.
But it is movement. It's not an attack roll.
Okay.
I don't know that it would affect Tonk. It's creatures.
Tong's a
Fox
creature.
is a creature technically.
Well, I know, but I only have a certain number.
Oh, okay.
Right, true. Yeah.
Can I forego mine for his?
Essentially, yeah, I think so. If you don't want to use that, you wouldn't receive Mantle of Inspiration then.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Is he more than 60 feet away from me?
No.
Tonks isn't?
No.
Oh, I thought Tonks was like way further down the tunnel.
No, it was his next turn that he was gonna move to the enemy.
Okay. Yeah, he can have it.
Okay.
Tonks would be 50 feet.
His base is 40.
Yeah, so you do double 60. She moved.
Okay.
So 80. She moved 30, so that's 50.
Okay. So how do you want to do it?
So I would say Tonk moves up to the first one, but doesn't actually deal any damage because it would be an attack roll effectively at that point.
Okay.
But then on his next turn, he'll be able to roll. We're basically doing a homebrew thing.
Yeah, because I mean I don't know what the rules are for this. Like,
there wouldn't be any.
because like there's like the physics of it. If a
Right.
giant metal ball is rolling down a tunnel over small creatures,
Right.
like that's how that should happen. But then it's
Right.
the game. You
Yeah.
got to play the game. Like, what are
Exactly.
The game.
The gamifying would be okay. It takes him twice as much movement to move through each one of the Kritzar,
Right.
which isn't terribly fun.
Then he would stop at 2.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's
you know.
and even then he wouldn't deal any damage technically. 'Cause
Right.
It's just movement, which isn't fun.
So well, yeah, it's however you want to do it.
Yeah.
How about this instead? He just stays in a ball and prevents them from moving past him.
Well, no, I still love the idea of an Indiana Jones ball.
Oh, okay.
But that would be the action to do that then at that point.
Okay, well then I'll hold his action to do that.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Using the Mantle of Inspiration.
Well, no, the Mantle of Inspiration would be using the reaction to move him up to get like as close as he can.
Okay,
Before
yeah.
then he speedballs through as many then afterward.
Okay. Cool.
So like I'm still allowing it because
'Cause it's fun.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Rule of cool for sure.
Right.
Okay, so then Dorieren's up next on the initiative order.
So you've moved 40 with your reaction. So
Right.
now it is your turn.
Okay.
You would like to move 40?
Would 40 put me in melee?
It would not. Tonks actually got right up to the first one.
Okay. So if I dash,
you'd get beyond Tonks,
Okay.
I think.
As long as
But
it,
Yeah.
you already used
as long
your
as it puts
movement.
me in melee. Yeah,
Okay.
I used
Yeah,
it to use
he'd be on par with Tonks
Gotcha.
because he used his movement as reaction.
Right. Okay.
Well, I get all my movement back because it's my
That's what I'm
turn.
saying.
Right.
So Tonks has moved 3 times essentially. You are now moving 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you dashed with this action.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you would be up with Tonks.
And then because I'm a Minotaur, I can bonus action to the Goring Rush.
Well, you have to be within melee of a creature to do that.
I thought dashing was putting me into melee with a creature.
Well, you can't occupy the same space as another creature.
Okay.
Tonks is a giant ball in front of you,
Yeah.
taking up the space of the tunnel.
Okay.
Tell you what, though, I'll let you do. I'll let you use your bonus action to headbutt Tonks.
Can I pinball him into him?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a sonic pinball.
Yeah. So go ahead and make an attack roll against Tonks. You won't deal damage to him because he is a friendly, but you'll be effectively you're doing effectively what a Minotaur full on bull
Alistar?
rush. Yeah, just
Alistar v. Ramus.
yeah.
How
Yeah,
funny.
exactly. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because it's like why wouldn't we do this?
It's not a great roll. 13?
Okay, so you give him a good boost. Go ahead and roll the damage for your Goring Rush.
Oh, I like that. That would be a 10.
Okay, so keep that in mind.
10 damage
Yes.
for Tonk.
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. So that should put us at the top of the initiative, effectively. So the first couple crits are going to try to attack Tonk, but the others can't really get beyond him. What's his armor class?
His AC. Uh, 15.
Okay, neither hit. So as you hear this tink tink on the opposite side of Tonk, he doesn't appear to be phased at all.
He shelled up.
Yeah. So next up, we got the deer. Top of the order.
I can't shoot past Tonk.
True. Not at this point.
I will move up by 30 feet, and then I'll keep an eye behind us in case anything comes, and I'll hold Eldritch Blast in case something else comes down the tunnel
Okay, gotcha.
behind us.
All right, Rainier.
Yeah, I mean, there's a giant rolling dog thing in front of me. I guess I'll move up by him and take dodge and just wait.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
Daruk.
I think I'm gonna let Ward and Rin come up and go past me, so I'm gonna stay there, and I'll hold Toll the Dead for if I get sight on an enemy.
Okay. So that then leaves Ward. I think I remember correctly for the action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move up in the line and then send Tonk on his way.
Okay. So for Tonk, could I have you go ahead and make an athletics check?
Tonk strength check.
Yes.
Plus 2. 12.
12. Okay. Well, should probably roll for that then. Okay. So. What's Tonk's attack? Force and power to rend. Okay. Can I have you roll an attack hit for Tonk? At advantage.
Okay, what is that? A d20 plus his strength?
Yep.
So 12 on the first one, 14 on the second one. So
Okay.
14.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll me a d4 plus 8.
$18.
Wait,
You said D4, 1d4 plus 8.
d8 plus 4. I'm an idiot.
Oh.
Plus, that, it still would have
D8
been a
plus
10.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. Plus 4. Okay, this is a 5.
Okay, gotcha.
1d8 plus 4, right?
Right.
Okay.
Well, okay, I had you re-roll it. So, okay, so it's 10.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we'll do 10 the first time, because that's actually how that would have worked. I got it backwards, but the math worked out the same anyway.
Oh, okay.
So, as Tonk begins to start spinning in place, and then Dorgirin comes up behind him and knocks him forward, the first Kritzar tries to hold back this giant spinning ball, but is unfortunately unable to, as it gets rolled over. And from the damage that had been previously dealt, as well as what Tonk is now dealing, it rolls through it entirely and just smashes it. And then goes through the second one. Could I have you make another melee attack roll? And then...
Plus, what was it? Plus 2.
Advantage.
Nat 20.
Okay. As the second one that had been blasted twice also gets completely crushed and rolled over. Another one for the next one.
17.
Okay, hits it too. Roll for it. Okay. So that's another 20 points of damage that rolls over that one, which doesn't flat out kill it, but hurts it severely. Isn't able to stop its attack. Go ahead and roll again for the next one.
21.
Rolls through it too. Another 20 points of damage. And one more time.
This one's going to be the one that fails. Yeah, 6.
Okay, yeah. So this one also with its roll really weird on the strength check actually is able to hold it off with probably a couple other ones behind it.
He lost
as
his
well.
momentum.
Yeah. But you then see like 3 Kritzar just squished completely, and then Tonk stops rolling, and you see this big smear mark across the ball that he is currently. But you then
He's
see
such
him
a
just
good
like
boy.
held in place. Okay, so that's 3 of them done, with an unknown number beyond him.
Right.
How far did he move?
He moved up 15 feet, stopping at the 20. Okay, so next up was Rendon.
Right.
Yeah.
I would like to move up 30 feet.
Okay.
That puts me where?
You are with Daruk and Ward.
Okay. Daruk, you wanted me to go past you? Is that what you said?
Sure. You don't have to right now, but I just figure I'll watch our backs if that's acceptable.
Can I see any of the enemies in front of us from where I'm at?
You know, Ward will leave it up to you. Do you have Tonk still kind of in the ball form, or does he?
No,
unback?
when he got to the last guy, he unfolded.
Okay.
When he got stopped, essentially.
Okay, gotcha. So then, yes. So you see Tonk now still taking up like the bottom portion of the tunnel, but there is now an opening to what you can see are probably about like another 3 or 4 Kritzar in the tunnel before it eventually reaches its end.
Okay. I'll hurl another firebolt into them.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Wasting them early, guys.
Uh,
Alright. So that is 8, 9, 10.
10 points.
I rolled 8, 9, 10, so the 20.
Wait, 27?
Huh?
Wait, 27 points from a fireball? Or firebolt?
Firebolt. I rolled 8, 9, 10 on my d10s.
Oh my god. Okay, so that one just gets immolated instantly.
Wow.
So yeah, as you see Rin release this firebolt, you see it
White
begin to
hot.
like start spiraling, yeah, and then almost whipping out these embers as you see the first Kritzar just get completely burnt into ash instantly.
Holy shit.
Rin just starts giggling.
It's all messed up.
Alright. That's all I got.
Have you acquired bloodlust?
I'm over these tunnels, guys.
Ah,
We've been in it for like less than a minute.
yeah,
We've been in them for days.
like 15 seconds tops.
Yeah, I have no patience for these tunnels.
Fair enough. Okay, next up then is Dorgirin.
Can I get around?
You can, yes. You can always move through a friendly space in the
Yeah.
broad sense of things.
Shift to the side.
Spear yourself over Tonks.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I want to get into the thick of it.
yeah. You hurl your maul and kind of hold on to it with the momentum.
Just jump with it forward.
Yeah. Hogger.
Yeah. That's a good depiction.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it gets me in combat with them,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right.
So,
So as Rin hurls this fireball, you're chasing it, or firebolt. You're chasing it almost entirely as you get up to the next one.
and then rage.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's not something that you do.
What? No.
You're such a calm, just reasonable person.
Am I?
He is pretty chill. Like,
I?
Generally.
yeah.
Oh, he's angry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the first one that I see.
Okay.
Which is 27 to hit.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Damage leaves a little something to be desired.
Hmm.
So 12.
12, okay.
First attack.
First attack definitely rocks it. You can see it kind of stunned a bit as you hit this small insect with your maul.
Painting the walls.
Mm.
And then second attack. Does a 14 hit?
14, I think it does. Let me double check. No, it does not.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's a little cramped in these tunnels.
Yeah. So as the second attack, you kind of raise up the maul and boom, slam against the ceiling of it, like, ah, shit, okay. So you kind of recover a bit.
Yeah. That's probably gonna be it, because
Okay.
I can't really do much else.
Gotcha. Okay. 2 attacks then, as both of the Kritzar are going to try and get you. Yep. Neither hit.
Okay.
Okay. That's it for them. So Vadir.
Started blasting again. As I'm moving up to meet up with them, I'll start blasting at the ones I can see around.
Okay.
Make some shots around, big boy.
Sure, sure. Which on the top of the order, by the way, you heard a couple more thumps coming from what actually feels like the walls themselves. You can feel this.
It's Rocky up there,
vibration.
just
Pounded them into the dirt.
pounding them. They're getting pounded. There was a something else there.
15, 17,
Okay.
and 18.
Okay, all 3 hit.
I feel like I've heard this before.
This song?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's part of the battle music. It's
Oh, okay.
21 plus 12, so 33.
okay.
Or, yeah, 21 plus 12, because it's...
On your first attack?
This is all 3 together.
Oh, you don't need to do all 3 together.
Oh, okay. Okay, so...
So what's the first attack?
13.
Okay, so on the first attack, the first Kritzar that Dorgirin had hit previously dies.
Okay. Then that leaves 20 damage.
Okay, on the next one, it is actually it's killed as well.
He was a sickly Kritzar.
I do a thing for the swarms. If you can
Okay.
do over a certain amount of damage, they're just dead.
Gotcha.
It's not worth doing all the math on all that. Okay, so there are only 2 left in the tunnel now at this point. Or no, sorry, 1 left in the tunnel now at this point. That'd be it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Rainier?
Oh, so I can finally, like, do the things.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, does 30 feet get me in front of them, or do I do, like,
Yeah.
feline?
I think you actually have to feline.
Alright,
Oh,
feline. What else?
But that's fine. There's only 1 left in the tunnel as you see it, like, running up. You can see it has almost this kind of scared expression on its face.
Hey, Chris. Don't miss.
You just
Hey,
put that,
wouldn't that suck? Waited all this time.
Can I,
put that evil on him.
I'm just gonna ask real quick.
Ricky Bobby.
In Kritzar, is the queen up or down?
So as you ask it, it says, down!
He's gonna kill it anyway.
Of course.
You couldn't spare this one.
Convenient. That's where you're going.
I only hit with 1 attack.
Oh, no.
Well, hold on. I don't know. 13 and 11 were 2 of them.
Neither, yeah.
And then the other one is a 15 on the dice.
Okay,
it's
so
a
yeah.
yes.
If you can deal enough damage in the 1 attack.
So I got these, I got that, and I got that. Okay.
Come on, you can't roll that low.
Probably not. Same fucking dice. 8, 10, 13, 19.
Just shy.
Shy 1 point.
Yeah. So there's the threshold. If you can deal
Well,
20
you
damage to
didn't
do a
miss.
Kritzar on a single round, then that's enough to kill it.
You didn't miss.
But yeah, as you run up and you ask the question, it answers honestly. Down! And then you just stab it, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it pierce it slowly, kind of like very, very slowly, struggling, kind of picks itself back up with the spear in its hand. And that's about all I can really do right now, because it's not its turn yet.
Creatures are not good at lying. More
So
protective.
that should be it for your turn then, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna action surge to kill up.
I would hope not.
A 1
Daruk
HP
then.
Kritzar.
Yeah. Well, it has more than 1 HP.
Well, yeah.
But yeah,
20 was the threshold for a
instant
coup de
kill.
grace.
Yeah.
Cut the grass.
I don't know what's that.
So yeah, I got the order right.
Kind of
Daruk, you're up
this
next?
I believe so.
Yeah.
What?
One
I
more
was
time on your
after
perception check.
I was
if you don't
after
mind.
Vidir.
There's so many fire.
Well, no, it was
beams.
Vidir.
No, it was Vidir,
Rainier.
then... Oh, yeah, and then it was me after him.
Right. So could I have you make another perception check too?
Yeah. 9 total.
Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Of course I've been bad at those. I'm not within 60 feet of the enemy, I don't think.
Correct,
The
you're
one
not.
that's left.
Yeah. Well, you would be able to close the distance if you moved up though.
I'll move up and I'll toll the dead the thing. So
Okay.
it's 15 wisdom save.
Yeah, doesn't save.
Okay. It takes 3d12 damage because it's already been hurt.
Yep, just don't roll low.
But it's necrotic, so half.
17 on the first 2, plus 6, so 23.
Okay, yeah, that'll be enough.
His head just explodes.
Yeah.
And all you hear in the tunnels is dong.
Yeah. You see this slight twitch and then just
Like scanners.
Elfin,
Yeah, exactly.
Elfin light.
yeah.
Pop.
And then with the tunnel now cleared before you, you're able to proceed into the hive.
Up, up.
Up, up.
Up, up.
If you say that, do you just rise or?
So
I,
yeah, as you all begin walking forward, you then see that yes, there's the tunnel that leads upward, but it is also a sheer surface. So you'll have to climb it somehow.
By the way,
I
it said
revert
she is
Tonk back to
down.
normal size. Won't do it again. It was just for.
I asked it if the queen
Be
was
obvious
up
if
or
we did
down,
it
and
over
it
and
said
over.
down.
It won't be.
Was that before or after you stabbed it again?
Before.
Okay. So we're continuing the same interrogation techniques of ask and then stab?
Listen, we had no intentions of taking a hostage this time.
There's a lot of these things. If we ask each one question and then stab it, we'll eventually get everything we need.
A whole sentence.
That's funny. You're not wrong.
Are you really evil?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! One question each, not just one word to each one and kill them. What are you,
Otherwise, it's like, otherwise it's be like,
Mercedes?
am I what?
You do those?
Alright.
Can I parkour up?
Parkour.
Can you?
That's
May
the
I?
question.
May I? Mother, may I?
I don't like using acrobatics checks for things that are clearly athletics.
Final athletics.
It is climbing. You're climbing up.
Why don't we just make
Can-
Ren go?
Can I
up there?
assist him by letting him stand on my shoulders?
Climb down.
No. Because he's got to go up
He's
another
only
like
up.
20 feet.
But that's not the way
Figure I could save him 6 feet, 7 feet.
I mean, I could fly up and then.
Oh yeah.
22.
Okay.
Ren has a good point. She could
Yeah.
fly up and tie a
So
rope.
as Vidir kind of like climbs his way up slowly and gets into the surface, you see what is like kind of an access tunnel that leads into the main corridor that leads into the hive.
Ah.
And as you are out there, Ren, you just float up behind him.
Weird question.
Oh, hey. You wanna drop this rope so they can climb up?
Now you got that.
He's like, I tried hammering him.
I'll really secure them.
I'll climb. I'll climb.
Weird question.
Actually, would that work? If I tied the rope to my broom, since it can hold up to 400 pounds, would it get everyone? Would it like
One at a
be
time.
secured enough for everyone but Ward?
Yeah, if you can tie a rope.
And me.
I was gonna ask if you can leave the broom float. Like, does she have to be on the broom for it to be flying, or if she can?
No, I could send it down to get you guys.
I'll climb.
I
Okay.
could send it down to get everybody but Ward. It can't carry Ward. He's too heavy.
I'm gonna fail so hard climbing. Yeah, I'll let Tonk climb a rope.
Okay.
Oh, with the broom and whatnot.
Oh, gotcha.
Everybody else can go ahead and make their climb. I'll go last because I don't want to fall on top of someone.
I'll fly Rainier into Rook up with the broom.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. What is the athletics check?
Yep, athletics. If you want to make one too, you can.
Is it not an advantage because there's no rope?
Correct. If there's no rope, then it is not an advantage.
13.
Okay. So you start to climb up, and then you slide back down.
Okay. What do? I just keep going until I get it, or what's the deal with checks like this?
You're stuck unless somebody wants to help you.
I was gonna say once I'm at the top, I would drop a rope, and I would hope that the rest of us could all kind of
Heave ho.
yeah.
19?
Oh yeah, yeah, you're fine.
Can I help him?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. If you want to do okay, so you can go ahead and make it an advantage
Well,
again. It's basically a time problem. You guys
Okay.
are working against.
18.
Okay, yeah, you're able to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
So it's just things that I'm trying to keep in mind.
okay.
It's
So-
nice having, expertise in athletics.
Yeah, true. So as you guys eventually all make up the make it up the access tunnel into this kind of main corridor, let me go ahead and reveal the map that you're able to see, and then we're gonna keep this stuff going for a while. Oh wait, I didn't put it in that. These damn folders. Gotta put them in different spots for different purposes. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to close and reopen. Because these ones are different spots.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
but that's not what I want to do. There. No. Still not what I want to do.
There, close back up, pull it back up, and then we go to
Yeah.
here. Okay.
None of my homies use folders. Fuck folders.
All right. And this this is the map that we have for... Yeah, what'll be next session. Boop. What?
It's just dark.
I put... Oh, here we go. Update screen.
Oh. Do you have, like, Fog of War or whatever?
I do. Unfortunately, I don't have the means of updating this with your miniatures only, so I have to draw and reveal things as they come up. So, as you're within the hive and you've popped up from an access point, you're in effectively what looks like the main corridor down. This kind of heavy, thick, almost what looks like kind of mud, like an eroded mud slide area that leads into the hive is in the center of this tunnel. As you can see, that same kind of almost pulpy concrete resin material lines the walls, made to reinforce it. As you look down, you can still hear that same kind of hum, this buzz ever present within the hive. And from there we'll pick up next time as you guys venture down into it.
Wait, Ren gave me a ride up on her broom, right?
She did, yes.
That means I did not put my swords away.
Okay. Nice.
Just carry your swords in your mouth.
Yeah.
Listen, if I put them away, I have to do the rite all over again, and then you get mad at me for cutting myself.
No,
Yeah.
I was saying put them, like, clench them in your teeth, like, dump them away.
I can describe one area actually as the area you're moving in,
Okay.
because this won't get into too much yet. So, who wants to lead in terms of the exploration?
I mean,
I'll be up.
It should be me, obviously.
She's the only
course.
one with Death Ward
I
on.
was gonna say she does have death.
That actually is, yeah, fair point.
I'll be like with
I
the
mean,
front, but I won't be like
I don't
at the
have
front.
Death Ward, but I feel like I would probably be okay.
You, me, and Tonk, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it really hard to let anyone
The
be
wall,
part of
brother.
this
Yeah.
entire
It's the
trip.
wall.
Whoever wants to. I mean, the map is the map.
Yeah, me and him will go out front. I'll have shield at the ready. Tonk at the...
The ankles.
yeah, the ankles.
Okay. So, as you slowly descend within this, this pathway that leads into these caverns. What's up?
Quick, do either of them have dark vision?
Yeah,
And is it
I
dark
so.
up
I think
here?
you do. It is dark, yes.
I don't even know where to see that
I have my hammer.
All my
Would
stupid
be-
swords
would
are
be in
glowing
here.
white because I went radiant damage this time.
I mean, we
So you
just
don't
killed
have
a
dark
bunch of
vision?
them. They probably know we're here.
So like,
Depends on how good of a job Rocky's doing.
at. Well, you know. Okay.
Duruk, I'll give you one more perception check.
Oh God, why? Why
Why?
me?
Okay. Real quick, your inspiration only lasts this session. So,
Okay, yeah, that's a good call. I'll let him reroll that.
Okay.
It was in that one.
Okay.
19 on the die. 22.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me. I
No
didn't
problem.
click it, forgot about it.
Gotcha. So one thing you notice as you were climbing out of the tunnel, you felt one more kind of vibration and thud before you didn't feel any more.
Oh no.
Not sure what it means yet, but some more
Could
thuds.
either mean he went down or he killed 20 things and ran back home.
Right. I would mention it to the group
Okay.
so everyone's aware.
Wasn't his kill count?
Why
at
would
20?
you let it get in
Yeah,
their
I was
heads?
like, kill 20 things and run back home.
Well, we know that he's not distracting them anymore. That's the only thing. So they might be coming in behind us.
Pre-programmed kill limit.
All right. So who's in the front of the pack?
I'd say I'd be up towards the if not on the front line, but I'd be towards the front.
I need specifically the front line.
I will be front line.
I'll be front line.
Can you see?
You can't see.
And my hammer.
I can't see either, but I'll still go up
further
front.
than your hammer.
I mean, I should have something.
No.
Do I have flashlight eyes?
I picked specialized for a reason.
Headlights.
I will use them.
Right, like
I have shit
Big Iron
perception,
Giant.
but at least I can see.
I am. Okay. So Kadir's up front with his special eyes.
Yes.
Are there any light sources being used by the party?
My stupid swords are still out, and they're stupid bright white.
Okay.
You know I got a light
Do you want
sources.
me to
I do,
cast,
but I know you also have that, like, cover.
Do you have the light cantrip?
Do you want me to
Does
cast
Vader
dancing
have
lights?
the light cantrip?
Yeah, I do.
Could you cast
Blue
light on
light.
my warhammer?
Not
Why would I want to? We're trying to be quiet.
Oh,
so
are we?
bright
Are
light
you?
out to
That's
20
the question.
Do we want to be quiet?
We're trying to be quiet as we had a giant golem
No. We
smashing
made the
his
decision
way
last time, and it was the
outside.
wrong decision. Rin, are we going frontal assault or are we going stealth?
Who said it was the wrong
I'll
decision?
cast dancing lights so that the people who are in front can see.
Okay.
I will cast light on the Warhammer of Ward.
Hold on.
Okay.
Can I? Is there any rocks in the ground?
Why do we
Cast light on this rock.
Okay,
gonna
I will
toss it.
cast my second light on the rock.
I'm gonna
it's
chuck
cantrip.
it down the hallway
Okay.
as hard as I can.
All right, sure.
Glow sticks.
Make a ranged attack roll.
Why do we not call Ward's Warhammer?
It's an
the
18.
Warhammer?
Okay,
Right.
so yeah, you're fine.
Warhammer.
It's fine.
Yeah. So as the globe starts to illuminate a path, you see a way that you can throw it forward without hitting anything. You just hurl it. As it then sputters down the kind of cavern, you hear it just... As you then actually get to see it illuminated. The pathway before you leads into what looks like a larger kind of cavern area that has a small kind of ledge up before you, where it effectively kind of walks into a point that stops where the ledge then leads to some sort of higher elevation. You can see this thick resin-like wall, thicker than the trees you'd seen before, but not like the cavern walls that you see before you.
Okay.
There's a slightly translucent look to it, but you can still see that it is made to reinforce something. But within this area, as you begin walking forward, you do not hear any immediate clicks of the Kritzar, though you do hear that hum ever present within this area. Walking further forward, I'm revealing it on the map shortly.
The sands of Anchorage.
Go. You see what look like these massive logs in addition to that same kind of resin attaching to them, either reinforcing or possibly just being stored here within the hive. Walking upward, you see another one of those kind of small depressions that lead into a very much larger circle from the one that you had entered in originally.
More like what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, but even wider still. And in addition to that, through this kind of translucent wall, you see stacks upon stacks of logs. And adjacent to it, one probably massive boulder, also held within this space.
Okay.
I have nothing.
So we see logs, a boulder, and then a hole.
But the logs and boulder behind like a translucent wall?
Yep, at a higher elevation than where the hole is.
I mean,
Not by too much.
is it...
Gradient's probably a couple feet.
Do we care? I'm not trying to be... I just,
Are the logs fashioned in a way that if the wall was no longer there, they would roll? What seems like?
What's your it's not insight. This would be intelligence modifier.
Investigation?
Yeah, let's do an investigation check.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Looking at this, if someone was to remove those walls, everything would probably come rolling forward.
It's a trap.
Okay. I will let everybody know. We can make our decisions, I suppose, from that point.
At the next game?
Next time.
Dragon Ball crits.
Grants.
I mean, do we want to end it here, or do we want to keep trying to go? Or
I think he was planning on ending a minute ago.
Oh, what's?
yeah,
I don't care.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just note that.
Next Tuesday.
So, looking down the hole, you again see another sheer surface leading downward. Again, Vidir, since you have special eyes, goes down another 30 feet before you eventually see another surface.
How far can you jump before you get hurt?
Before you get hurt, 5 feet.
How far can you fall before you get hurt?
Yeah.
5 feet does not seem like a lot.
I don't know if I
Drop
jumped off
5
something.
feet. You're fine then. Drop 10 feet. You're not finding it necessarily.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially at our age, dropping a story.
That's
would
actually,
hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back to the days of like, I mean, I've jumped off like 10-foot things.
Yeah.
You jumped off your roof lately?
No, I almost fell off Lindsay's roof once.
Probably got hurt a little bit. Probably took a point of damage.
No, I said almost did.
Well, right.
Point. Yeah.
Took a point of feet damage.
Next time I hurt myself by stubbing my toe, I'm gonna think about how many points.
Yeah. Real good stuff. You're like, fuck, that's 3. I know it.
It's gotta be a 3.
All right. So when we pick up next game, we'll be in the hive.
In the hive.
All
Good
right.
stuff.
Yeah. So go ahead and.
That was fun. Thank you for
minimize
letting me do that.
this. Oh yeah.
That
for
was
sure.
really epic.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we'll go ahead and call the stream there. I'll go ahead and zoom out the battle maps. It's a little pixelated. There we go. And thank you for everyone tuning in. We will be back next week with the continued adventures of the Moonstone Guard as well, you guys get into the Kritzar hive and see what the first layer of it, at least, has in store for you.
First layer.
Like a cake. Yeah. All right. So thank you again all for tuning in, and we'll be back next week. All right. Have a good night.
See ya.